taking on Navi.
How can they not be shaking? How can your heart stop racing? Navi on the T side of Nuke. It's their map pick, and they've got the world against them.
And you just know that if this hits the ground running for Furia, it might never stop. Outside, Simple walking in. This first fight weighted so heavily. Perfecto down the vent, and already Furia opening up with a double. Navi, they don't like what they see. They've got to go real slow on this one. They've got a man down through Secret, but Furia, they're not budging. They're calling Navi's bluff.
Yeah, it's stoic for a mid-round like this. kscerato ding back in carriage. That bomb does get retrieved. Bit's got to bring it all the way outside. They have one flash. That's all Navi have to play with. Picked up P2. Minute on the clock. Furia don't budge. Safe has this cross.
This is a great show of restraint out of Furia, and Safe takes it one step further. The Des, they were saying sometimes, you know, Furia really throw caution to the wind in these playoff games. That's kind of been the story. Well, thus far, we've seen none of that. A very patient pistol round by all metrics. It would be so easy to throw yourself into these fights, to play into the momentum from this crowd. But instead, Furia hold passive, they hold the line, and now they try to get ahead in terms of the rotates. Two down lower, right place, right time! And it's a flawless pistol! And the arena just erupts the moment that first round comes in.
Yeah, you've got to keep them coming though, Harry. It's going to be a long day. And Navi aren't scared, supposedly, to play on this stage, to play with the world on their shoulders, the world against them. Furia, a momentous occasion, but they've got to keep that momentum going. It's differing opinions for Navi. On one side, Sundar Young a little nervous in interviews, saying that Furia, not the first matchup they want to find on the stage. For Perfecto, he wants to play against the crowd. He wants to feel the burn, feel the pressure. And so Navi up the pace, quick to main, Electronic on a fast drop. His team will cross behind the smokes, but he'll make it no further. They get lower, but Yuri's already here, and Safe is going to drop in as well. Footsteps, will you hear them? That's a question. Perfecto goes unnoticed until Art swings from CT and takes him down. This B-site erupted, corrupted by Navi, and Safe's got to stop it.
Yeah, already here, but spammed down by the Tech-9, bit and simple. Kills a piece and a 2v2 Furia. It's not plain sailing here. They've got to try and compose themselves. An enviable task considering where we're at right now. They're looking to move in through the vents and ramp, trying to split this lower side of the map. But for your bonus round, for your anti-eco rather, not how you wanted it to go. Half the time picked up this bomb. It's clean for drop. And now just Sundar Young left to beat. He's playing with him, trying to give time to kscerato to come in, but Drop's knocked out of the round, and kscerato's going to do it alone. Denied by Sundar Young. Oh, and Simple's trying to amp up the crowd even more.
Oh yeah, you just try. Already broken, around deep. Not going to last long are the chance for Furia if Navi can pull this one back off of a pistol forced by great taps from the stand-in player. Not the first stage he's seen, but maybe of this size. And Simple playing with his food already. It did not take long, did it? Force up the Furia, trying to fight back. Safe with the one rifle, at least gives us that. Trade out of pistols.
I like this, man. kscerato very, very threatening with this gun. Right, hero rifle finds success right away, and now it's juggled onto one of the two top performers for Furia throughout this whole event.
This is still a really nice call for Navi, right? No smokes outside in a round where you know your opponent will not have rifles. Furia aren't even peeking. They aren't checking. They don't know.
That spam connected through the back of the lobby. Brings Sundar Young down low, and now he's going to cross it, 20 HP with the bomb. Thankfully, no one's peeking, so he will get this safe passage for now. Yeah, the smoke announces it. Furia now know exactly what's going on. That lower site can be taken. Navi could wrap all the way to A, and Electronic, he's so good at doing this, finding the space on the outside of T-side Nuke. He's going to heaven. Even if Navi don't like what they see down lower, they can bail off of his position. Two CTs stacked up down lower site already, but that vent is always tantalizing. They won't take it. Electronics called them back.
Furia still too strong on top, and the rifle has not budged.
Kscerato's been waiting here since the start of the round, waiting for his chance to play into it. They're up close and tagged. He's going to get out of there. Just try to play the long game on this one.
Heaven Prawn's so sick. Electronic is in a great position, and they don't have a kit to deal with him. It's going to have to be RNG on the ladder or a done deal.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Electronic can't go near that hole again.
Time wasted.
Even dropping down into the site. Now they give up that post plant. This could come back to haunt Navi in the long run, but right now Furia are slow on the approach, and it's starting to feel like a save here, like they just want to run it back again in this next round.
Heaven alone is just such a powerful post plant position. Furia know they can't tangle with it. They've got to save, they've got to keep their guns. And Navi keep it up. Nice little rotate down lower. They'll force Furia out of their comfort zone, and they'll even hunt kills at the end. That rifle gets saved, and really that's all that matters for Furia. A bit of armor, can juggle the gun over like we saw, but Navi starts strong despite the pistol.
Save is nice. It's going to leave you with a lot of options if you're Furia, right? Just a chance to run that round back again. It might have started 5v4, but they didn't like how it ended up. And as you say, I mean, it was Electronic's quick thinking that really sealed the deal on that round belonging to Navi. I like how much room, how much respect they give him in that moment. They don't get ahead of themselves playing it down lower. They give Electronic the space, and he cooks them up around. So now Furia back in with a bit of an investment. The thing that breaks the silence first.
You knew that simple. They creep and they crawl, but kscerato, the killer, tucked in front of the smoke. Navi have to get past the scout first. The spray recovered, ammo lowered. He's still going to get back to safety, can give that gun back over like last round. kscerato is getting beaten down to sub 20 points of health, and Art is still looking for picks. No armor, got to be very cautious on these fights, and instead he buys time. kscerato looks like he wants more, not satisfied with a single kill.
Perfecto's trying to thread the needle in through Garage. In doing so, he's out on a bit of an island here. Another scout tag from Art. A lot of value out of this gun. Now, he never knew about Perfecto. That kill is free. There was nothing really that Furia could have done about it, but they're still sat a man up. Drop. He's been entrusted with the A1S. From Furia Academy to quarter-final at a major. But this time, something's different. This time, everyone in this arena is behind them. Oh no! That's a good timing on the peak, but Drop will recover. Stumbles back to his feet, but really can't afford the one and done. Molly's going to heat things up, but he's all well and good. Walking in the fire, they're trying to figure a way out of this in Navi, but it's all gone wrong. Bomb dropped, and there's the second round for Furia. The pistols do it. The hero M4, the scout for R.
I wouldn't have wanted this game to start anyway. The force buys back-to-back, saves into wins on Eco. No one clear-cut in the opening rounds of this game, because there's two ways to look at it, Harry. There's two minds with the crowd. Is it going to build Furia up and make them play the best CS of their careers against the current favorite to win the major, or will it break them with the pressure of having to perform for their crowd, for their people, for their country? Will that be too much to bear? Remains to be seen.
Tell you what, coming into this major, it looked like that was going to be the case. If you remember, Furia caught that opening L versus Big in the challenger stage. But from that point on, they didn't drop a mat. Yeah. So they warmed up to playing in front of the home crowd in a very big way.
It certainly didn't help their Brazilian brethren, 0-0 Nation Imperial. 0-3 in the challenger stage, made no space in this tournament, but there can only be one. Furia rear their heads for a third round. Arms better than that of their opponents, and up by a man as well. kscerato's good nade, and the peak. He's going to get 2 for 1. Can he get out? Can he even find more? Simple looks to shoot him down. Oh, helps on across. There's the trade, but it's come at a cost. 2-on-4 now for Navi, and nothing to work with.
This has just got to be raw mechanics, man, in the 2v4. You've got one Molotov to try and get a little tricky with. Not a lot for Navi here. It feels inevitable. A third round waiting in the wings for Furia. If they can just stick the landing, 4 bullets would put a stop to this round and return Furia to the lead.
Yeah, the coming from the same position. This is going to be a bloodbath. There's no way you can clear Yuri as well. Simple trying to play with the crowd. They're not going to help you now, buddy. Quick kill for safe. Yuri up top. Simple shutting the door. It's going to give away some position, but Yuri's he's dropped in and will finish the job. The rifles reign supreme for Furia, and they finally break that money. Call it a conversion, albeit a little later. They'll take it. Putting Navi on pistols will only bring them further to an upset win on this first map. Navi's pick, we have a banging veto today. To end on Mirage would be glorious. But we're going to fight through Nuke and Ancient first.
I even think Ancient as a second is so interesting. It was back in Antwerp, if you remember, the Furia faced Team Spirit and they got beat at their own game.
The pressure really got to them. Those T-side rushes, they were not good call for our. Fell apart on the T-side of Ancient, and this is a team that back-to-back in quarterfinals in the last two majors have fallen to CIS squads. Gambit back in Stockholm, Spirit in Antwerp. Will it be a third? Or can Navi keep it cool? How the hell are you supposed to keep your cool here, Harry? I couldn't tell you.
Well, this should be where Furia get their freebie round, a chance to set a bit of a precedent, make a bit of money, build up that kind of residual bank balance on the CT side. It's going to be so helpful in the long run of this game. And gotta say, to open up, the captain of Furia, he's looking lights out. It was him who kind of led the way with that scout investment that kick-started this whole little streak for Furia in the first place. Yeah, he's dead after one. It's the clash of the IGLs outside. Electronic does find him with the P250.
Yeah, aggression's the name of the game for Furia. Are at the forefront of 30% of the opening fights Furia take. Captain always willing to throw himself into the mix, and already he's got Simple's number in multiple rounds. kscerato fires rounds downrange and finds 3 headshots. Furia looking to make quick work of this eco. Bit can't break the bank. And with 3 alive, Furia are favored going up against those pistols.
This is where things are really going to get interesting. This is the real, true test of this Furia CT side, where we get to test their metal, see what it's made of. Curious what Navi are going to look to pull out. Heading into their return to the rifles. I think the last thing you want, especially in an environment like this, one that is, a path that has not really been trodden before. They can't afford to let the momentum go against them.
Yeah, Navi are typically a home favorite, right? They always have the crowd on their side. They always have supporters. Best player in the world. Bit of a misbuy. Already the nerves racking up for Navi. Funny fingers, press the wrong buttons, and now Navi need to recover or their money again gets bungled. Molly in the hut slows down the quick pace pick, but Simple won't stop. Already makes it to secret. Oh, that's an aggressive move for Safe. He even fires off, given a second chance to post up. He wants to make the most of this aggressive AWP. He has a few lines to fall back, but instead he moves forward.
Safe wants to fight for this. He wants to get involved with this AWP as soon as he's boarded out. Perfecto doesn't try to trade him, but now he's seen it with a missed shot. It's the tag from Safe. Traded after one. Does a lot of damage, but can't complete that kill. And so Navi still have a way into this round yet, crossing through Secret.
Look who's here.
Furia have dropped a man down towards lower, and it's Art. Finger to the pulse. In the right place at the right time. The captain waits with bated breath. They're coming around the corner. Oh, no! Simple, friendly fire onto Electronic. So the advantage is Furia's now. Bomb spotted down at lower. Perfecto and Bit worlds apart in this round. This is not going to be easy. Yeah. And with Perfecto dead, Bit's got to do it alone.
King of the headshots, but can it be king of the clutch? kscerato seen him cross. All the timing's going amiss. Bit finds a chance. He doesn't want to go for the stick. Drop is already down below, and so he hunts the kill up above. Event player yet to drop, makes it clear he cannot come up top. He's got to go into this lower site. Drop, as soon as he hears the plant, he can activate. Does bit plant for ramp or single? He hasn't cleared either. Time ticks, forced to stick, bit gets it down. Furia are gonna face, and they won't allow it. 5 rounds up on the CT side. Are Navi feeling the burn yet? Ard's got full util on that round. He doesn't care. He wants to take the fight in secret. Crazy play to make, and it costs Navi a round with a team kill, with an uncleared off angle. Already the cracks are starting to show.
Yeah, and that's one but simple. He knows. Yeah. He knows that TK was kind of the beginning of the end of the round.
They've got him right where they want him.
If you can keep, simple in his head a little bit, you might be onto something big here. Now, kscerato naded out right away. Those were nades into main coupled with the peak. And there was no dodging that for kscerato. You've lost quite the player to open up this anti-eco round. And these rounds are the ones that can get out of hand when you go a man down early.
Yeah.
So now we see if Furia can adapt to this pressure, right? This kind of uniquely terrifying situation where Navi feel like they have nothing to lose.
He saw Simple on top of the scout. He probably won't reface. Why give him the satisfaction? Already crossed red is the bomb, but Bit needs supporting cast to cross the secret. Missed shot. Safe considers it, but he goes back to red. Just keep this 4-on-4. Navi can't do much with pistols outside, and Safe almost decapitates Young, and they're dropping into main. Simple's looking for more shots, and they won't connect. There's the head. Art will trade. Again, this head-to-head between the captain and the GOAT stands to the favor of Art. Perfecto picks that scout up, though. He puts it to work. 3-on-2. Suddenly, Navi are favored yet again. You've got to make concessions in a round like this, and while Yuri's taken lobby, his teammates drop vent. Navi want nothing to do with lower, but they are figuring that out.
Yeah, this info play from drop is pretty huge. Kind of that forward warning that lower doesn't look to be on the cards for Navi. And so as this round drags on, the deeper Furia go, the more info they're getting, the more they realize that this is the A play. Yuri is ready and waiting. He's begging they come his way. There's one, and the double. Traded after the fact, and now we get into the 1v1. Bit versus drop. Bomb on the other side, and that jump is risky, but Bit's got the info and nails the shot in the 1v1.
Just when you think Furia are going to start building into this game, Navi don't relent. They don't release the tension. An eco win off of the nade stack in mini. Electronic has been quite an arc for this player, but taking over the in-game leading duties, he's certainly given Navi a bump up. Some great cooling on this T side. And while Furia is still hanging on head-to-head, neck and neck right now, Navi winning an eco throws it once again into disarray. Head spinning, stage the same. Money on the edge for both teams now.
Good time to mention Simple, very much the catalyst for that round, winning that scout head-to-head outside, giving all that room over in the first place, making matters very, very awkward for Furia. Takes a couple of swings out of guys like Art to try and tame the beast outside, but he ends up becoming part of the problem. So now, right back in, Furia still in with the chance to keep a healthy lead up, but they are all in on this round. If they lose it, Navi, they're closing this gap. They're bringing us back to level pegging.
A lot of util gone early for Furia. They've been fine not to use it every single time, but only a smoke remains at minute 30. That's panicky. That's in anticipation of a fast round. Navi to throw in off of the eco, they have not. Again, they cross. Smokes land from spawn. Young, he has all of them, in fact. He's throwing a full wall right now. kscerato's going to flash out into the picture. It's not going to go far enough, and Electronic finds that entry. Navi, as that second smoke lands, just about now, they can cross as it blooms and get down to B, and this is the mind game. The fake outs on lower that Navi have already been performing. Bit is selling it right now with that entry from Electronic, but the rest of the squad regroups for a ramp hit. Yuri with nothing to defend it but his wits and his rifle. And even Navi, second guess, doubt themselves, go back to A. But this is the right call right now as only Drop remains.
He's going to have to do something big as Drop. In the door, that's the bomb. A lot of info on the back of that kill there. Sumda Young dead. And kscerato from back in Garage lights them up on the cross. One man's made it in and Drop's got no idea, but a rifle pull. But the site held on to. It's just simple left at the end. 1v4. Smoke down, makes life a misery for the lone gunman of Navi, trying to find a way back in. He's seen him at the back of the side, but not working with a lot of time here. Simple wins one fight, but no more.
Put down. What a defense from Drop, but you got to say Navi dropped the ball in that one. Not trading that entry kill outdoor, allowing him to go all the way to the back of the bomb site, and then not even checking on that mini flank either. They just cross him with their back turn to kscerato in the corner. And Navi, they don't fake Furia out today. They had the perfect round position-wise, but they can't close it. And you got to say, to see Drop performing, got to be feeling panicked. 18 years of age on the biggest stage he's ever seen. Notes won't save you now. You can have the best laid game plan, but if you can't execute it, you will get eliminated.
Yeah, I mean, dude, in terms of experience, you know, Navi, most experienced dog that we have making their way through the playoffs, and I think even for these guys, this is probably the biggest, if not the loudest stage they've ever been on.
And to their detriment.
Yeah. And so, you know, you imagine that the other way, Drop, someone who has a fraction of that experience. Every kind of quarterfinal they've made it to in a major, taking a bit of a beating as well since he moved into the squad. This isn't something he's crazy familiar with.
He looks focused, man. He's not letting the outside world deter him. Take it in, enjoy it, but don't let it distract you from the objective in mind. 6-3, Furia holding the lead right now. And you can hear it. You can see why. And I think the way that we're framing this game, especially with Cloud9 eliminated yesterday, with so many of the teams and legends we know and love, not to make it even into the playoffs, some not even to the challenger stage, defeated at the RMR. Right now, it feels like the winner of this match is poised to win the entire damn thing. This is the hardest game you're going to get.
Without a doubt. I think that's why, you know, there's so many eyeballs on this one. I mean, everyone can feel it. If Brazil was ever going to find its way to lifting another major trophy, this would be the recipe for it.
Yeah. And while not a surprise in terms of the caliber of players we've got on Furia, it's the old names out of the picture. It's the new boys on the block. It's the academy era. And Drop is very much a part of that. Back in now, Navi force up a half buy. 1 AK on Simple, stubborn, always going to be making sure he's got something to play with, but his teammates are already falling like flies. Double lobby push, Drop joins the fray, and everyone falls. Simple remains, 2 kills. What a spray, and Electronic comes in out of nowhere, and Furia one step too far.
Yeah, they think they can just go for the throat. They can keep beating Navi down. Well, it's made this round interesting. Simple. Oh, Simple. Oh, his hands. Wins that first fight, but kscerato slipped the net. 1v2.
Back
the
turn.
Panther stalks it prey in silence. Here's the backstab. They know about it now. Oh, the claws are out for kscerato, but he can't quite find it. It's Electronic to take the clutch, take the round, and Navi, they punish that lobby aggro, the best of starts for Furia in a vintage Furia round, and it's flipped on its head in an instant.
2-on-5 turnaround in seconds, in an instant. Furia dig their own graves. Just when you think they got it in their palm of their hand, Simple up top, not cleared, comes in with a double. And the captain Electronic ends the round. Navi, no one is building in this game. No one has got the momentum. Anyone can win any round, any force, any buy. And bye-bye to Art. He can't cross, not to Red. Head spotted, Simple taps away. Perfecto smoke spams an A player, and they're just going to erupt on the bomb site. Quick into A. Safe and Yuri, MP9s. And as Navi slow it down off the back of that death, the kills will come to them.
Yeah, this is so awkward for Safe. He's done a lot of damage with this MP9 outside. Done well to keep himself in the fight here, but is it going to amount to anything more than that? It never should. The bomb's going down inside of A. And Furia just a little too far removed, a little too far gone in this round. It's Navi bringing this game back even closer. Getting past this force buy is massive as well. Furia put it all into this round. And so finally they're going to have to bite the bullet. It had to happen sooner or later, and Eco. And so this scoreline's about to get closed up, Hugo.
Yeah, and clean money for Navi as well. That's such a big factor with how we've seen these rounds already go, with so many force buy and Eco wins already. Now, finally, for the first time, Furia's economy is broken. Absolutely gone. Nothing to show for it but an MP9. And yeah, you could try and force, just with how wacky this game has been, but you can't justify it. It's not a reasonable decision. Furia almost certainly going to be on those full USPs, likely going to be stacking A site. And this is where Navi can really get going on their map pick. Prep is the key though. Furia very likely going to know what Navi like to do in these kind of rounds. And Art's even gone in with the buy. Very Art-esque, putting himself on the MP9. The value of actually having a main AWPer is it means he doesn't need to save. He can always try and make these rounds look winnable. But Navi have thrown a spanner in the works, immediately sending Perfecto down lower. The aggression held by Electronic should be unkillable here. In a tight angle, he can fall off at the first sign of contact. And it's coming.
Yeah, Molly's going to force them forward.
Oh, no!
Oh, whiff spray, but only one from Art's MP9. Some Young's got Simple's back, and so this one, looking like it can be forgotten about. RV navigate it well. They're not going to fall down in these sort of moments. Oh, man. A little awkward, but Bits moved into the lobby to take up the angle.
Oh.
Why'd I say it? Safe taps him out. Even another dink from the USP downrange, but end of the line now, surely, as they do collapse upon the two remaining players. There's the equalizer.
You're not going to catch Navi off guard with these lobby pushes as well, right? Think about just round 10 alone. In a 2-on-5, Navi flip it on its head. And so now they're more than aware. As that ramp push comes in off of Electronic's close molly, the door push, the hut push in tow, denied. And Navi build into the game that they always should have at the start of the map, off of that second round force by win. Tack timeout for Furia, a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I mean, this whole first half is kind of won or lost on the basis of this next round, really. As mentioned, Furia, they've kind of been put with their backs against the wall right now, Hugo. They're always teetering on the edge of having this money broken. It's not where you want to be, so they know how important this round is if they want to win out this first half of play.
Yeah, a strong T-side on Nuke is bread and butter for Navi right now. Safe with a molly ready. He's even got two dropped at his feet. If he wants to try and stop this cross, he can spam it as well. Set them up behind the flames and the smoke, but the ladder of which is not down yet for Navi. No one even poised to throw it. They're waiting for an aggressive play. Meanwhile, Perfecto is flashing, faking, throwing everything he's got at the A site, and is going to draw the eyes of Furia in the wrong place for now. Navi again expertly get down secret, and I don't think they were even spotted. I think Safe just looked away. Both mollies available, neither of value, and as Navi smoke off hell, Electronic can move in late for the kill like he often does. We've seen this round before for Navi. It worked out last time. You have contingencies in place, but right now I think they're going to explode on this lower site, and there's no one here to stop them.
Yeah, the one way back in for Furia hinges on one of these fights at the extremities coming up in their favor. Right, if this bomb goes down at lower, right now they have no idea Navi are even down here.
Two lurkers, but neither in a hurry.
Yeah, looking like they want to come in late towards ramp. Windows getting broken, lower getting taken. No reaction yet out of Furia. They wait to see if there is any of these late lurks moving in through the lobby, and they're right in this assumption. Safe just leaves ramp, and now Perfecto, the question becomes, is he ready for Yuri up close? He's not. First kill found, but it's traded immediately. And as mentioned, you know, with this fight coming in very, very late, it's not happening for Furia. They can't attempt this one. They didn't know that Navi were down lower.
Yeah, what a perfect fake out again. It was just Perfecto throwing all that util and topside that Drew safe, out of position for 1 second, and look what it caused. The whole castle comes crumbling down, and you can kill who you want, but you can't get your round back. 7 for Navi on the T side right now. And they've got to run really far away to keep these rifles. What a play for Simple to even come up from B on ramp and trade out his teammate, who doesn't check Yuri. You got to give it to Electronic. He's calling some miraculous counter-strike on the T side of Nuke. Definitely one of the more tactically deep maps we have in the pool right now. And Navi are making the most of it. The amount of dry crosses outside we've already seen from this squad in a few rounds of play is impressive. Even more so that Furia half the time haven't had the information. Navi are not buckling under the pressure. They're stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, I kind of hope we see Art take a bit of a breather, man. This guy's been on SMGs, like low buys, what feels like an eternity ever since he kind of first came in with that, you know, overzealous force where he's riding the momentum, trying to keep it vintage Art.
Well, if you buy MP9 every round, Harry, you can buy every round. There's the benefit, but I agree.
I just think he's been so instrumental with the rifles towards outside, right? Yeah. He was so often the guy who could crack rounds open, but instead relegated to the SMG again. Art's got to try and do more with less.
And Navi more would be impeccable on this T side. Again, this top side util that last time Furia saw it was a fake out. Watch Navi commit with it this time. They're doing it early. They're not waiting around. Will anyone make a play off of the back of this nade? Molly should be for the back of the site here. Or it's on Drop's position, top silo. He's aiming wide right, I think it might be. You're about to push Drop off of a very powerful spot. It almost impossible to clear. And so Navi have done their homework, they've done their research, and they're ready to explode onto this A site.
Re-smokes well timed for kscerato, but the molly will push him out into the open. Drop, given room up on top of the silo. There's one, but out of ammo now. It's going to fall to kscerato, and he can't hold the line. Yuri's dead out through the heavens. And Safe has to walk this one alone out through main and into the site, but not ready for the swing from the site. Some die young. Seals the deal on the round, and it's another one of these fast switch ups from Navi. A rough looking opener, but the trades coming back and forth.
Yeah, just the depth of this two-side alone. We've not seen the typical boring defaulting, which is just full all the smokes outside, send a fake behind it, chill in lobby, wait for aggression, catch a ramp kill, explode down low with your prober, who's already come through from the yard. Navi being dynamic, switching it up every single time. Furia can't seem to put a lid on it right now. Can't stop the force as Navi spread their wings again and flap their way outside. Sumdar Young very deep, and Blind is safe with his back turned. Can't look up. Drop looking down, but might fall as well the same. Electronic gets that kill, and they don't even know, but Sumdar Young has impeccable timing. He is already heaven. Eyes are not looking upward for Furia. kscerato starts to consider. Simple's in the vent. Navi are everywhere. They're in your head. They're in your lower sight. Dude, they're in your spawn.
This is a very well poised round for Navi. They've kind of got all the power positions right. The whole map feels open to you right now. Simple in the vents is just such a huge blessing for them to have.
This is still a really nice reaction for Furia. They're taking lobby. I don't know if they're going to be able to find the bomb, but if Navi try and regroup through this position, they could get caught. They won't. They make the right call. Realization that we don't have this part of the map. We have everything else. Why not use it? And so Furia clear inside. Will that force them to drop lower, away from this heaven flank? Because again, Navi have these contingencies. They have both options open. They can go wherever they want.
Still, while they got options, you can't afford to be too choosy. Got to be decisive in your actions when they come through. And Sumdar Young faking out the heaven play into this A-bomb site, making noise, keeping bodies here for Furia, but he will get bested. Down on lower, Yuri waits. There's one before he's gone. An even odds round in the retake. It's Art and kscerato left in it though. These two have been the heavy hitters. And not waiting around. Hold it. continues. And finally putting another round on the board for Furia.
In the organization's 5th major appearance, Furia are neck and neck against ex-champions of Navi. You want to talk legends, we often talk Dupree, the only player to have attended every single major in Counter-Strike Go. Navi as an organization are exactly the same. And today their job is to take down the home-crowned heroes, to again relegate Furia to a 3rd quarterfinal in a major in a row, never further. Navi so far up to the task. A winning half on the T side of Nuke is nothing to turn your nose up at. But Furia are waking up and here to respond.
Yeah, I think R gets a much needed final round on the board there, right? Just something to bring his head back into it a little. Something to keep Furia engaged and believing in this series.
They need all the help they can get, and this crowd's certainly offering some assistance, but Simple seems to be playing with his food already. Hands to the ears, despite a couple of shaky rounds in there for Navi. That's a dominant half that typically in CS should at least guarantee you a game, but there are no guarantees in this major, as we've already learned. Favorites falling round after round, stage after stage, and on this stage as well. Second half is just around the corner. Some say Simple's best side in all of Counter-Strike. But talking legends, we got Taco shooting out t-shirts in the meantime.
Absolutely love to see that. Just a little something to keep everyone happy.
I don't know if they got enough though, Harry.
He's going to be there a while, I'll tell you that much.
We're going to need some higher caliber, I think, for Taco. And maybe for Furia as well. Right now, no shaky players though. No one's fallen off. No one's coming cold. Perfecto bottom of the board over on Navi's side. But as much as this can be Simple's best CT side as well, Perfecto is a turret. He is a cannon on the top side of CT Nuke. A player who rarely makes mistakes. And we're going to need that more than ever now.
All right, then, let's get into this second half, shall we? Furia on the T side, a lot of utility between drop and safe. Plenty for them to throw a bit of trickery in, but it looks like this might be something a little bit faster, blowing the door off. They won't commit to the fight just yet. Up on top of the hut, Some Die Young lies in wait with these dual Berettas outside. Whoa. Arc continues his reign of terror. A lot of damage in the head-to-head versus Simple. And he's used this as a bit of a veil to try and slip through main. Now Some Die Young, cognizant of it, turns his attention to deal with the point man of Furia. kscerato wins one fight, but nothing else is going their way. They need a hero, need someone to step up and try to reclaim some of these kills, and it's not gonna happen. Navi, pistol round secured, up on a 9. And now they got their fingers crossed that they can start to run away with this and put it to bed.
Yeah, I'm not counting on anything right now. You remember those first 6-7 rounds of the first half, back and forth, 4 spies aplenty, no conversion on the pistol for Furia, even though they eventually got the gun rounds under wraps to build up a bit of an early lead. Navi now need to do the same, but actually Furia are allowing it. They want to maximize their rifle rounds in the T side, allowing it for now with blocks and a fast A pop, but denied by the nade of Navi, obliterated in the door. 2v5, and it's going to be an easy round for Navi to close out.
10-7, but don't worry. The goal was never to win that round if you're Furia. You just had Glocks. Where things are really looking to pick up is in the round that you've just saved for now. Electing to bring out the rifles as fast as they can.
Yeah, and this is going to be a real test of art as well, right? Not just in terms of these often opening kills we see from him and fast routing on T-sides, which you can get away with on Nuke, but we just saw a masterclass of leading from Electronic on the T-side, and now Art needs to show one of his own. He's got a Mac 10. You want to talk pace? This is the guy you think of. Going quick over the top. Silo drop, simple in main, putting pressure on from the door. They're going to keep his attention diverted. This is a chance to come in on the backstab, but he's already put the first one to bed. Simple tapping away, backstab on the Mac 10. They drop in, Electronic can't plug the hole, and Furia run wild until Perfecto shuts them out.
Still alive, oh, Perfecto! They line up for him.
That's how you use the MP9 Art. 4 kills off the top, and the lineup to close. They shut the crowd up. And I just mentioned this guy, bottom performer in the server right now. This is his position. This is his site. And Furia are going to have to fight hard to break through it.
Yeah, I really hope that we get more mileage out of Yuri. He's someone I'm looking at right now, and I'm thinking he's got to step this up. Because it's been him and kscerato throughout the other games that have been that high fragging duo for Furia.
Oh, and again, Art bought a rifle. He bought a Galil in this round. It's already gone. Irretrievable. Electronic, as loud as it is, he can still hear the steps, and Simple's ready to receive and lower.
Holds the line, makes it look easy. Simple quells the threat down lower, and kscerato with a CZ all alone. Might be able to grab the Galil, but it's bait. Electronic. He was waiting for exactly that.
Simple has shown up in championship form. Was there ever a question? Was there ever a question that this guy is here to break hearts on the stage? Hundreds of thousands of people amassed at home, and many more in the Janus Arena today. And Simple is making enemies.
Yeah, brilliant to see Simple showing up in this form. It really is.
Especially after a bit of a drop-off, right? Navi have certainly not had that in their performance. Sure, they've only lifted 1 trophy this year, second at Cologne, some close games, some close tournaments, but at the end of the day, Simple, he's not been the powerhouse in these last couple of months that we usually expect to see. This would be one way to resurge to life in cutting the neck of Furia here in the quarters and going through to what should be an open bracket, a closed book, a free major. Simple, aggressive behind the smoke.
Ooh, hiding in it with the flashbang. Furia might be spamming, but eventually that smoke clears and Art wins it out. The head-to-head between him and Simple continues to heat up here. Furia now in a 5v4, and you kind of have to milk this for all it's worth. You don't want to get caught holding W now. You really need to play the advantage on this one. Because if you can't win this round with Simple out of the picture and an untraded 5v4, then what can you win?
Yeah, Flash P gets nothing as well for Navi. It's a top hit coming through for Furia. They've got the util, they've got the flashes coming in, and Sundayoung is burning and blind. He's 5 HP. This should be a shot from death. Perfecto perfects the protection and stops him from getting out, but he won't last much longer. Drop, saves the round until Electronic comes in from top. It's a massacre on the A site, and the young boy a bit has to stand tall.
Separated, but Safe comes back. Cares the heavens. And heaven sent as he saves the day on that one.
A deep breath for Furia. They almost dropped that one right there in the sight. Those rounds are not easy when you've got crossfires like that in the back of A. But drop the young'un, double entry to do it back, finding Furia their first on their offensive half. Simple came into the second half 0-3 in opening fights, not what you'd expect for a man of his stature. He's at least leveled out with his first, but right there again, picked by Art early. You can expect aggression for Furia, right? It was a reasonable play to go behind that smoke. If they fast play the red cross, he's going to get kills, but Furia in no hurry in their first gunny. May bring a bit more pace today. Molly in main, smoke in the vent. Art's going to make his way down, but he gets stuck. He's lost in the source.
Oh, it's a little awkward for Art here, but he will find his way. Bit already down the vent, ready to tango with him, ready to face him in the head-to-head, gets the info that they're moving in through secret, and even goes back in for a little bit more. Safe knocked out of the round, and Simple already here, waiting with this AWP at ramp. Gonna try his hand at the swing. There's something from Yuri. We said we wanted more out of this guy, but it's just the one and done in this round. Bit successfully traded it. This round is super awkward for Furia. kscerato and Drop, they're worlds apart. Drop's trying to get into this B side. Alone's gonna try his hand at the spam. It's close, it's damaged, but Bit's still very much in the picture here.
And right above, Drop's just trying to snuff him out. He's going to draw enough attention that kscerato can get set up in double door or window, but there's already a second rotate. Bit has peeled out of the bomb site. Smoke on single, an open window. kscerato needs this kill, or this is dead in the water.
It is low. This is the best time for it. kscerato wins that first fight. Gonna need more than that, though, as now Navi starts to begin. A bit of a rotate down through the vents, down towards lower. Electronic, the man to Drop. Finds his timing. Drop planting safe. Might get away with it, might not, as Electronic's there. Gets him just after the bomb's gone down, teeing up kscerato. Now, this guy's always been the clutcher for Furia. Always been the man who had to deliver in moments like this, but this time, cut down right away. Unfortunate timing on the ramp swing puts a stop to it, and Navi, lovely protocol, lovely response after catching wind of that lower play.
Yeah, Furia take too long in that lower side, right? They take far too long after they get that pick onto Bit along on the catwalk. They know there's another player. A smoke just came out from ramp side, but they don't know whether that player's pushed in yet or not. And kscerato, you said he's a clutcher, Harry. He's the highest clutcher for this event so far, joint with Inters. So the only one still in the tournament at 10 clutches so far in Rio. But 11 will not be found in this round. Navi close the net and collapse upon Furia in the post plant. Heads up drop for Electronic. Does not doubt himself. And Furia have called every single timeout. They know it's slipping away. 4 rounds in a row for Navi at the start of the half, broken by a single one, and now back to broke our Furia. A bomb plant will relieve some tension. But this is Navi's game right now, and there's no getting away from it.
All right, well, there's the last tack timeout used. The last chance to take a breather in this one. It's full steam ahead for Furia now, at the full mercy of the pace of this game. Lobbing this util into the A-bomb site, making it look like they really want to go. Perfecto has something to say about it, though. Up, over, dead at the hut. Young blinded. Electronic dead after one, but the bomb gets away from Furia. 2v2 as the A site goes quiet. Yuri waits back in main. He would love Bit to give this kill over. kscerato's waiting for it too, trying to bait him in. Simple from heaven. Won't be given an angle. Instead, it's Bit fighting first. kscerato gets the info. Doesn't want to give this kill away. That's what Yuri's here for. Simple sees it, but a missed shot. And it's Yuri's fight to win. Bit in the 1v2. Knows he has him trapped in main. How long does he wait? kscerato, nasty surprise. Why is he outside, they're asking? Why is he outside?
What a route. What a round. What a save. After again the anchor gets a double on top side, Perfecto can't do enough there for Navi. And Furia, you gotta say, this looks like a different team to the last quarterfinals of Antwerp. They know when to slow down, they know when to pull the brakes out in these mid-round moments. Not jumping the gun, but letting Navi come to them. A 9th taken and money on the rocks for Navi. Will the ice melt? As Furia put out the fire, smoke spam. Everyone on the chopping block. These wall bangs can connect very easily. Furia attempting through the hut, nothing noteworthy. They can try route ramp. Bits here with a FAMAS. Re-smoke down. It's out. Furia, an open path.
Simple's been called for, moving in with the AWP on the angle, posted, missed shot. Can't get out of their pit. Falls at the bottom of ramp. That's an open path down into this B site. For Navi, they are all in on this round. If they go for this retake and come up short, Furia are right back in this map. They might have to save on the back of the money alone, but look at Yuri. Look at this position.
Oh, no.
He wants to try and take the guns out of it, but Simple won't let it happen. The rest of Navi gonna try and boost to get this gun.
Smart.
They will be saving Furia onto double digits. 3 rounds behind.
Wow, the little leg up there for Simple. Throws Sundayoung on the roof. Hello, Foon. And they're going to get that gun at the end of the day. Furia still hunting Art with nothing to lose. The money man. Able to get it done with no matter what you give him. But however you slice it, 10 rounds for Furia and seemingly weapons saved, including a sniper. And let's talk about it, Harry. We mentioned how Simple was slow to start in terms of the opening kills. Right there again, back-to-back rounds with the AW. He misses shots, and that's not what we expect of him. His rifling was incredible on T side. But not this kill, the one on ramp, the swing kill, the one that would have made all the difference and set Navi up to rotate down low. And hell, yeah, maybe risk their money, but maybe give them a shot in the 4v4 retake. It doesn't come through. Combine that with the main shot in the previous round. A couple of whiffs for Simple and not the time to show them.
And I mean, right now, credit to him, kscerato is going toe-to-toe with Simple. In terms of the firepower, in terms of what they're bringing to the server. And with Simple cooling off in the last few rounds, kscerato still keeping his finger to the trigger. It's all the makings of something in the water for Furia.
Yeah, this broke money is still the big scare for Navi. But a couple of rifles can get you across that finish line, no doubt about it. Re-smoke at ramp, they'll cool off the boost peak. Simple's here, this time ahead of a potential Molotov. Oh, it looks like he wants to go through. At least clearing close. Furia put pressure on the A site, but little do they know they've already got all of the util out of Navi. It's only a smoke on Electronic. Simple. Another missed shot on the smoke fade. They're going to smoke their way out. He is throwing himself into the fight right now. This is the round on this engagement. Simple wants to start it off. Right behind. Missed shot, and drop takes him out of the round. That might be it. That might already be 11, and Furia run wild.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, and Navi might be feeling exactly that now. Art will die on his play up into the A site. The rest of Furia see that as their signal to go down lower. You like to think that they've done enough already.
2 here, 3 here.
Control room call for the rotate down. The rest of Navi are all moving in. They want to give this a go.
Gotta fake it.
Tap on the bomb. Doors now swing. kscerato with one. Sundayoung tries his hand at the trade, but is whittled down low now. Perfecto in decon, still harassing, still being annoying. But it's Sundayoung dead. And Perfecto in this 1v2 now. Dropped at the hands of the young gun from Furia. And that is 11 rounds.
Is this really happening, Harry? It felt like a done deal. Not just at halftime, but the rounds following. Navi finding that 12-7. Not enough. Simple feeling the pressure, feeling the burn, and throwing themselves into fights he typically won't miss. But when you do, you see the results. Furia have found 11. Navi, again, economy has been the name of the game. Both teams broke. Sundayoung on a shotgun. It's certainly tempting. It can be tantalizing. But Furia are the ones fantasizing about stealing their opponent's map pick away on home soil. What a performance that would be. And we're not too far out from that possibility. And now we've finally got cash for Safe Zorp as well. Last couple of rounds, he's been finding picks with it. Bailing Furia out of awkward spots. Oh, good spam. Perfecto battered and bruised. And Furia look like they want this A site, but that will lead them into the alligator. A long barrel with even sharper teeth on Sam Young. In come the Brazilians.
And they are going into it. This auto shotgun, this is the ideal spot for it. Will it accomplish anything? No, it's dead right away. Perfecto, back of the bomb site, needs to hold on. The cavalry are not here yet. The reinforcements only just arriving, and they're all cut down. Furia on a 12. Oh, man! Listen to this arena sing.
Electric energy, and how can you not crumble under the pressure? Navi, where is your hero now? Where is your GOAT? It's the Panthers, one away from equalization. And Navi broke on the way there. Don't throw these rounds away. While they should be the simplest, can sometimes get out of hand. Navi can play like they have nothing to lose. So Furia very cautiously in the lobby, stacked up with 2 on top, with Molotovs in the ramp room. Make no mistake about it, they will not drop the ball here.
Lovely double from Art. He is feeling it right now. Simple tagged up, this scout outside, gonna struggle to get involved in the round. And knocked out by Yuri. There's not even any danger left. Furia have got this one in the bag. Navi have dropped down lower, taking a bit of a gamble. It's really all they could have done here. They've bet against the house on this one, and the house always wins. 13 all, as Furia tie this game up with their 5th round in a row.
A death, not the end of the world. They'll be able to exit these kills. Sam Young, a nice tap.
Hang on a moment, guys. Don't go hunting just yet.
Money and guns, that's the aim of the game for Navi, but fingers found by Safe as he clicks him down. Perfecto, a nice shot, but nothing more. And Furia rid Navi of rifles. Equalization. A paramount point in the game now for Navi to recover, to show if they have that championship mentality. The current favorites for the trophy in Rio on their map pick, and it's turning harrowing. Is this CT side getting hollowed out from the inside? Head in hands for Electronic. Played on the mic. But how can you even hear what your coach has to say? These screams are piercing Navi's soul.
As far as the eye can see, there are people preying on your downfall. And with every round that this gets closer, the pressure only builds for Navi. Furia, this is their moment. Do they take the lead here and now? After 5 in a row. Triple outside for Navi. Yuri walks a dangerous path on this one. He's gonna have a lot to do. Electronic just looks away. They don't know that Yuri's made it to red. This could be a way in for Furia right now. Electronic has no idea that Yuri is in this position. Outside smoke's going in over the top. Electronic waits. But here's this fight. Opening up, Safe with a TK. A little too fast for his own good, but he can't outrun the guns on this one.
Hey, sometimes you got to take the shot. It may be worth its weight in gold. Furia looking to break diamonds, and they have maybe brought the tools to this T side. Kscerato ready to pop into A. That's the end goal, it seems, for Furia. Fury has lower, he's in no hurry. Perfecto, the topside anchor, who's been doubling up seemingly every single round, is finally locked out in the wrong location. Furia ready to burst A. Perfecto runs the gun! He finds Yuri in the backstab, and now Navi know what's up.
Furia have got to go. They've got to win this first fight, and Sundar Young, oh, good for the first. Safe trying to make up for that TK.
Winnable.
Does bring it back into a 2v3. Heaven Plant Bit could face this, but he won't. He wants to play it safe. That's given Furia a bomb plant drop. Oh! And there's both! Perfecto! 1v1! Swung! And it's dropped to do it to him! 14 rounds for Furia! And the arena erupts! They know what that round means, Hugo! Navi are broke!
It's not just the money, but the mental as well. To win a round like that, that starts with you killing your in-game leader, and a spray to save it, a sniper, a much-needed addition to Furia, who fell off after the departure of Henny. Save puts him in their backpack. Don't rush a ramp smoke now, Furia. Don't throw this opportunity away. Your best chance of breaking Navi on their best map in the most important game of your goddamn life. Stacked up top, simple drops, very low right now. Wallbangs will end him, and drops delivered it. That might just beckon you in. The sight tempts you, it calls your name. Electronic closes that net. He's right behind. A swing through the smoke denied. Sundar Young on top of the hut. The stand-in has got to stand up, and 2 headshots. That 5-7 mauls Furia.
Still
flank is here. The pistols are shredding them.
Furia are starting to realize this one's getting so out of hand. They're losing control. They're not in control anymore. Navi with the pistols deny map point.
And to think it's Furia's patience that lets them down. If they could get in off that entry through the wall, simple spammed out. If they could have burst into A, they would have avoided that flank entirely. Sure, it would have come at concessions. The double 5-7 tap out. But if Furia can trade their way into A, it's their round to win. Now Navi have done it back. They've broken a 6-round streak with pistols of all weapons. And now Furia must harness the energy to shut this out before Navi save their bacon.
The electronic close outside. Yuri's going to swing in. Looked a little jittery in the fight, but still wins it out. Oh. Good flash.
Oh.
Dead in the water. A 3v5. Bit dropping down into the site. Navi seemingly with the read. They could feel that this looked like an A split. And so they're poised to deal with the remainder of this A play. Furia would be going right where Navi want them to go.
Oh. If Bit peeked that, Save was holding up. It's a game of timings. It's a guessing game. And Navi don't have to guess. They can just rely on this stack, no matter what site. They can retake lower. Triple top. This is a perfect setup. No picks presented. Simple sniping ramp side. And while he's missed every orb shot seemingly this half, he may not be required in this round. Bit, a headshot would cause this to come crumbling down right now. Furia are entering the site.
That Molly's going to force him forward into the clutches of this triple setup. They try to make it down the vent, but Safe does not have safe passage. Drop 1v5,
no.
plotting out in the open.
No.
Simple denies it. The full 30 rounds needed, and Navi, the ones to get to 15 first. The big bad in Rio de Janeiro. And they're just 1 round away from recovering and taking their map pick, 16-14, destroying not just the hopes of Furia, but everyone in this building.
And you maybe thought it was already done. You maybe thought Furia were poised to end it. Well, now they're poised with pistols. A fast rush up top. No waiting around. It's a nade. Sundar Young, again a double. And Furia silenced, as the arena will be as well. This map slipping through their fingers like a cacophony of kills. But
Let's get into it then, shall we? Furia. Everyone grouped, looking like it's going to be a B-hit, just called out a spawn to open up the pistol. It's fast, it's ferocious, it's signature Furia. As they move in up the ramp side, Navi, it's already dawning on them, this is a retake round in the 5v5.
It's not what they wanted. They made a read on the A site. That means they didn't buy a kit and they gave up B. This is going to leave Navi lacking the time, lacking the clock. Furia favored strongly in this pistol round, and with the players still on default, Art can cause so many problems. Smoke in the cave is nice, but Furia can fire through.
Navi really need this opener. They need space into the site, and it's Art to win the first engagement. Tucked in, he's dead after one. 4v4 as the man inside of the site falls. But so much time to get off this bomb. They're on it. The peak's got to come through.
They're on it.
Furia getting churned up, but they're not going to get you off the bomb. Bit still sticking it. Just denied. Just denied. Right at the end. A buzzer beater of a round. But it's a Furia pistol to open up Ancient.
What a way to begin. That looked like it was falling apart, Harry. That cave smoke cut Furia out, but cut and dry in the final few seconds. A kit would have made all the difference. It would have been a one round for Navi. Absolute certainty on that pistol. But Furia, bring that fury. Don't get ahead of yourselves. I'm not just talking late game eco wins. Navi did the same thing back on Yukon, found this force buy in round 2. They look to do it again. 5-7s, headshots galore, electronic cut down, and mid opened up.
Spam damage goes either way, but it's safe on the receiving end of it. That nade is juicy. Simple gets it in. Still smoked off at cave. Furia are not jumping the gun on this moment.
I love this stack for Navi, gambling that Furia won't move a single player through A main on their own with a rifle. It does leave Donut to A open as well, but they've read it right. Furia 3 towards the site. Bit covering the flank through red in a very precarious position, one that will almost certainly not be cleared. Oh, he actually moves. He might be caught in rotation, caught in tandem, knife out, back turn. Furia here to finish the job. Flanking this B bomb site. Bit doesn't know, but they're so close.
Yeah, he's going to get the spot at least, so now Navi know, but there's the double. Art causing trouble. Paints a pretty picture in this round as Furia claps upon the B site. Some die young, thinks he might have a route out through cave, and he will win that engagement there. But can he take it any further as everyone looks to hunt him?
Wallbang from B. That was from the site. Right through the pocket, and Furia convert a pistol. A massive round to win, to just start strong, have momentum in your pocket, get those early rounds, right? When it comes down to a 30-round loss, a 16-14, you think about every eco you drop, like you say, not just the one late in the game, but the ones early as well. It all matters. Every moment of this major madness. Another eco, another stack on B, but this one should be a little more simple for Furia.
Flash in at the ramp, drop, farming kills. This might be his chance for the ace. If there ever was a time, Yuri steals that away, but it's a big 4K round for drop. Bit of a confidence builder there for the young gun on Furia.
And again, we talked about it a lot, and it's mainly because we're in the Academy era, right? We look at Mouse, the NXT generation, rising to the occasion and taking down Cloud9 on this very stage yesterday. And so many other teams with examples of these young players rising up through the ranks. Drop is one of them. His only previous team to Furia is Furia Academy. His age is 18, and he's performing well above his years.
Art out in the middle, flashed, but still alive. Backed into a corner now. It's a little bit weird. They know he's here. Gonna be hard pressed to win this fight. Art, oh, it's ugly. Still, they give him the swing. They give him the engagement. You don't want to get electronic. Don't want to let him get away with this one. You need a nade to trade it, and no one can offer one up. A 5v3, Furia hit the go button on a B play. Drop tries his hand at the entry. Now trying to set his teammates up to take long control, but Safe's going to win that first fight. Drop wins another. Bomb Comes out on an island, but Safe still fighting. Still looking for frags. Now trying to join up with Yuri. What do they want to do here? Do they want to try and play mind games? They want to try and finagle these rotations. It's a deep push all the way through Spawn.
Oh, they finesse the best. Navi have no idea the penny has not dropped. No. Finally, the realization sets in, but it might be too late. Furia is setting up to take the site.
Oh, Yuri trying to catch the rotates.
All right.
They're not even in position yet.
They saw him.
They've seen him over in red. Sundar Young's got this info. The main wrap won't be expected. Bit is in a real power position. 2 fights decide the outcome of the round. And with Safe dead, Yuri's got to make a move, has got to be the hero. 1v3 as it all begins, but they're already on the bomb. Bit sticking it, not plotted for Yuri, so he's got to run up, he's got to run in. Wins the first fight. Bit Yuri with 3! The hat trick! And another round for Furia. This T-side lights out to open up.
There should have been no question for Navi. They knew exactly where he was. They had him pinned in, boxed, coffin, with nails getting pressed in the top, and still he breaks his way out, digs from underground, and pulls out the clutch. That will get the juices flowing. Blood pumping, heart beating. Furia looking for 5. And again, you mentioned it earlier, back in Antwerp, in the same matchup, on the same map, on the T side, Furia fell apart. They were their own demons. They were rushing the gun. Crumbled on a T half of Ancient. Right now it's building them up. Flowing through the opponent's spawn in yet another round.
Yeah, just to put some numbers to it, kscerato got 5 kills on Ancient on the entire map last major.
He's on track right now.
Sure, Safe's dead over in spawn, but the alarm bells aren't going off yet. Furia, it's free flowing. It's all across the map. They've got all this control. They're winning fight after fight. The world's their oyster. And Sundar Young's just living in it. kscerato hunts him down.
There's those 5 kills, Harry. But I don't think he's going to stop.
Now, this time something's different, Hugo. You can feel it.
And some said, many said, despite the crowd, Furia would still get strangled in this series. Well, yeah, they dropped the ball on you, no doubt about it, but you can't doubt the fact that they took it to 30 rounds. They remain competitive throughout. And now this is one step further. 5-0 up, Navi on the favored side, yet to get the ball rolling. Safe. Looking for his B pick, blinded off again. No one in the sight, and they know they've got the room. Perfecto's locked out by Spawn. Cave Molly onto Sundar Young. He does get spammed, it's good damage, but Furia still have a foothold in the round. Back turn, electronics on it, like a carp on it. 3 kills in an instant. And 2 players left standing with no bomb, but an empty bomb site. Simple's here to plug that hole, and he knows Art's nearby.
Slippery fish through the net, but a 1v5 for Art. Gonna have to take us on a clutching masterclass. Out in the middle he goes, but Bit is waiting here on the jump. Looking for him. Lots of money for Furia. Art can justify trying to do damage. And that can be enough to set you up for rounds to come. Sure, you might not win the 1v5, but nothing wrong with making your life just that little bit easier down the line. And if he could find 3 kills here, that would be a great round ending for Furia from the most dire of circumstances. Instead, it's a flawless one for Navi.
And the game begins. A little late to the party, but Navi show up fashionable as ever on the CT side. What a flank for Electronic. The last thing they were expecting, right down the ramp, in the rump. And Furia rumbled. Art's got a Mac 10. He had money for more. It's screaming pace, Harry. I expect nothing less.
And it was in these pacier rounds back in Antwerp where things really took a turn for the worse. Let's see if now that signature style's been fleshed out a little further. They're already in the site. Art is alongside Perfecto. Good for the double. He's done his part in the round, but Sundar Young smoked off, and the B site It belongs to Furia. Chance at the plant now. And Art's taking space, taking real estate. Mogul of his own making. Pushed up into the spawn. Waiting for this retake. He knows that 2 kills in this moment could be enough to seal the deal on the round. These smokes are on a timer. Flash is going through, but Art's turned from them. There's one. Traded by Electronics. Safe now in position. Missed shot from the AW, and he's boxed into a corner. kscerato has to do it alone.
Molly.
They're on the bomb. They're sticking it. He's got
Too
this
late.
Molotov, but it's way too late. Electronic with the defuse. A second round for Navi. They get past the Furia players that had tried to go deep, tried to take space away. Well, Navi moved in. And under the cover of darkness, under the cover of all this util going into the site, they grabbed the defuse right from under Furia's nose. That molly just seconds too late to have the impact that it needed.
Yeah, electricity beats fire, and the lightning pace of Furia puts them down by another round as Navi build back in. They don't want to stop. They don't want to relent. Perfecto again needs another double on the defense, alone in the site, and they isolate him, but to no better situation, no better scenario. He dodges death again. That nade could be the end of Art. Pushed up on the short side. Perfecto blanketed by fire and utility. He hides in a smoke. Flashback out. Everyone's blind. Furia may have the site, but they're far from comfortable. They chase the kills. Another double. This guy's come alive, and Simple now needs to put it to bed.
Simple up through the short side. Swings him!
See ya.
And wins the head-to-head. The numbers on this head-to-head between Art and Simple have got to be looking good for Art.
Oh, absolutely. In that first map, it felt like every single fight was coming up in favor of the Brazilian in-game leader. If you want the numbers, Harry, it's 8-3 in favor of Art in that first map alone against Simple. Previously an AWPer, now just a nightmare. These speedy rounds for Furia are working.
Oh, literally on his anime storyline arc, he says, you leave the big guy to me. You guys handle the rest. And that's exactly what he's been doing. Navi on a low buy, trying to make it work.
Oh, cave spam goes a long way. Sundayung will have to give it up eventually. No more grenades to stall this offensive. It's a slower approach for Furia, who know that off of these back-to-back B rushes, they will get all of Navi's util out in the opening seconds. Look what they've done. One smoke, one nade, one flash, and a gun in the hands of the right man. Simple misses his shot. It's nuke CT all over again. Some uncharacteristic misses from multi-time, best in the world. Art's up ramp. This is a huge fight. He falls. Perfecto holds the line. Now they're coming in through cave. Another MP9. Sundayung will not give them any business. It's up to Drop instead, who does deceive one. Got to go down for the ramp for the gun. Sundayung gives up the sight, but it's still Navi coming in late for the retake.
Yuri is on a crazy late flank, but it is going to take so long for him to play into this round. For the time being, Furia, they need this plant.
TikTok.
They need to put Navi on the clock, and so Safe will plug in the numbers, but now he's trapped. They know about him. He's boxed in inside of the site. The longer Navi take, the more the wraparound is. The bit checks for it, brings Yuri down low. And now he's working with slim margins, an awkward spot. Yuri dead. kscerato, we said this guy's off in the clutcher. Gotta be that now. More than ever. 1v1. Simple to beat. And kscerato isn't budging. Finally swings it. Kit grabbed it so close. And Navi, fist bumps all around. They've grabbed the defuse. They've stolen that round away.
Oh, that was close, but he could feel Simple creeping up on him. Simple wasn't budging, he wasn't moving a muscle. And despite kscerato's best efforts, Jumpy will let him down. The shot that had to be hit by Simple saves Navi's economy from rupture. You can miss some, but it's all about the ones you hit. And Simple saves the day there. Furia tame just that little bit, but not towards A. Drops leading the charge up in the front line. Bit eating a smoke, eating a flash. He's still surviving out on an island. That smoke has denied this rush round for Furia. They wanted to go, and they will go back instead. Art brings the bomb in tandem. It's not the pace Furia wanted. It's up to a mid-round now. A late call. Gonna get that red smoke in, util to the middle area. Navi just have to shuffle, and they've left this B site in many rounds thoroughly undefended. Not this time, 3 strong. Bit smoked off, even leans back. Trying to deal with these flanks that we've seen frequently from Furia. Drop a lot to do, a lot on his plate, and he can't finish his meal.
Yeah, 1 for 1, not the end of the world for Furia, right? All in all, still gives them a bit of a leg up as they move in towards B. Constricting Navi's resources, you're restricting them now. Art's gonna have a chance with the back 10. Making that money, baby! And so now Bit and Simple, 2 versus 4. A lot of teams will be looking to save right about now. Simple dead, Bit followed up onto, and it's Art with a huge round.
That's a stubborn attempt for Navi. They are feeling the burn. Simple running in. We saw it on Ramp on You. We've seen it in many rounds. Furia, so great at slowing down in these mid-round moments and letting the kills come to them. This round is no exception. They don't rush the plant. They aren't caught fiddling with grenades. Picking at the brains of Navi right now. 7-3, another broke by. But no hope in this round with a B stack. Furia go back to what they tried last time. Just popping that A site. Contact as ever. No clue for Navi. They'll only know when it's too late.
Yeah, this is a great bit of conditioning out of Furia, that they even threw the cave smoke right at the start of the round, cut off that information over at the lane. It's forced Navi to take a bit of a gamble, tried to get ahead of it. Now they're all sprinting back over towards this A side of the map. Simple is armed and deadly. Head off of kscerato. Furia, this is starting to resemble how they lost that last anti-eco to close out Nuke. Going a man down early on, having to really slow it down, giving a little too much respect the other way. There's the important trade. Simple knocked out, and the rest should just fall into place now.
3 from safe on the AWP. Patience pays dividends. And Furia collect the check.
I've got to say, this is starting to feel like a real testament to both the form and the work that Furia have put in. Right, contrasting this to the last major, it's night and day. It's not even a fair comparison. Everyone's switched on here, everyone's pulling their weight.
Even Navi know it. A timeout. No cheers, just jeers. Blade getting very animated as well. A lot to say. Navi have had the right reads, they've had the right gambles. But it's sometimes not been enough. And when T-side AWP is getting away with business like this, that is a problem. Simple's got his. But this is not a map that lends itself to T-side AWP. Safe is changing the game on that one. kscerato through the mid-smoke. Disrespectful opening kill, but he can't get back, surely. Bit's going to get that trade, and Sundayoung even helps out in the cave, finding a B-lane player. Big gap, Bit plays ahead of it. Off looks away, but then decapitates his opponent. 3-on-3 with room to move. Furia take top red. They're only trying to keep Navi interested as they group back up to another bomb site. And again, the lack of kit in this round is resounding for Navi. If you're going to play retake, if you're going to allow Furia to walk their way into a bomb site, that clock is going to be against you.
Perfecto doesn't realize it yet, but they're already in the sight. They've crept out of cave, they found this timing. It's a bit of an awkward one for Navi. Perfecto,
what a save.
Dead, but some die young already here. Sends that bomb tumbling away from Furia. Yuri's been quick to grab it. Art posted with the AWP. For the longest time after losing Henny, we saw Art with his stint on this gun. The second AWPer of the squad. Well, now him and Yuri, they've got to deliver in the post plant. Art with a miss flick. And now they're getting close. The second time's the charm for Art. And Yuri wins his fight. Brings the fury. It's Yuri and Art painting pretty pictures. Beautiful little round out of them.
And Navi crushed crayons in their fingers. Or is that blood? Yet to know. 9 rounds on a T side of Ancient. I don't think I've seen something quite like it in a long time. On a stage, facing elimination, up against the best team left in the tournament. This is incredibly well done for Furia, but they can't stop. They can't let off the gas, and so they shall not. Already in donut, Bit doesn't know, and kscerato with an entry. Furia just gonna roll out this red carpet. The A site is theirs for the taking. Smokes over the spawn, drop here to cut, rotate, safe. Making a move of his own, and once he's in position to play, Furia will just overwhelm A. Navi don't even care. They're still gambling, they're hoping, they're praying. Fingers crossed that Furia overread the situation and come back. Oh! See ya. And maybe they will. Back on this B side, the re-aggression's caught. There's double trouble. Yuri deals with it, and the Deeg, while it connects for Young, that should be all said and done.
Yeah, he's flanked through. Oh, what a turn! Hang on a moment. Young, surely not. You're not believing yet. Yeah. And then safe to snuff it out.
Fancy flicks. But Furia's footwork dances their way closer and closer to the finish line. 10 T Ancient rounds. And Navi are not known for their T side on this map. Electron is going to have to dig deep on the other side. We're not even there yet. Will there be more? Will it be a steeper mountain to climb? 3 in mid. Navi have to make concessions elsewhere. Whoa. Safe blinded off the angle, gives up the entire area. And so Navi can peek off a deep B lane. But Furia again tucked in. This is going to be a very patient default round out of Furia now, the likes of which we've yet to see. Simple finds drop under the smoke, and now they have to dig deep.
There you go, a man down early. It's a rough place to find yourself, and now you learn about Simple's AWP as well. The worst thing about seeing it there over in mid, you know it's not hanging around. Now it's a bit of a guessing game. Out into the A site, and they've chose right. Only one man here, and he's mopped up right away. Bit dead. Oh. Simple on the rotate, gonna get the better as safe. kscerato and Yuri, the 2 top performers for Furia throughout this event. They're the ones left in the hot seat. Trying to tap in a spawn. kscerato on a very small angle. Simple sees an arm, takes a leg. kscerato, the last of the dismembered Furia, and there's Navi swinging for the fences, rotating for that A play, and trying to recover this CT side. The best they're looking for is 5. It goes without saying. This is already a great first half for Furia. And to build upon that even more, this is the most dominant half scoreline we've had against Navi at the Major.
Yeah, they have yet to drop a map in the BO3s, right? Obviously went down 1-2 back in Legends, recovered. Those BO3s were flawless. Right now, Navi getting tested. But that's the most aggressive round yet. They finally flex their muscles, remember who they are, take some space, and Young does again towards the cave, ahead of the molly, trapped by the flames, and Art's very low. Otherwise, he would have pounced. Unwavering for now. Here's the spams. Might go off of a reload.
Yeah, reloading scary here.
He'll allow it.
They don't pressure the issue. Art's too low, I think, to really want to justify swinging this. It could be a double setup, so he's going to play it safe. Amidst all the madness, Navi, they've started to hedge their bets a little, taking an early rotate out of Simple, sending him over into mid, where he's going to back up Electronic. This will leave this B site just a little more strapped for resources here. Safe and Art trade the AWP, and that one nade is enough to tempt Simple back over.
It's a perfect rotate, right? Navi in so many of these rounds have just given up B, and it's let them down massively. They will not allow it this time. They will fight for the site. Leg shot denied. Perfecto finds Art. They may be low, but Navi is still fighting in this round, and the bomb may have to go. 30 seconds, no bailing now, and Simple shuts down that bomb. This might be it. 5 at the end of the half, unless something of disaster strikes.
Yeah, safe flash through. Full blind is Young, but he will deliver. Yuri clutching at straws in the 1v4. He's going to get shot in the back as soon as he plays his hand. And so Navi, they find 5, but it's far from ideal. Furia is still blazing the trail ahead, trying to take us all 3 maps.
Very strange counter, so you don't see many teams run this over and over again, but it works for Navi. They seem to get on the bomb side and hit their shots. That's really what it's all about.
First bound, Twitch aggressing. They have to double peek. He's getting his shot. He's hitting it. Simple, no!
This is a shooting gallery for Simple. It's practically deathmatch. Just the greatest. Simple with 5. Get out of my server.
After pushing Navi the full 30 rounds on Nuke, only to have it taken away right at the last hurdle. Here on Ancient, Furia are delivering a 10-5 T-half. An incredible uppercut from the Furia squad, and it's left Navi a little starstruck, a little startled, slow out of the gate, and only barely recovering towards the end. Either Navi have this ludicrous comeback now on their T side, or this quarterfinal goes all three.
Yeah, shattered into tatters in a defensive side of Ancient, not what you are used to seeing. And to think the Furia, in quarterfinals of majors against CIS squads, where they've fallen twice before the last two majors, right now on home soil, it might all be coming up Brazil.
Regardless of your colors, regardless of what team you're supporting, you kind of want this to drag on, because this is Counter-Strike. This is the beautiful game that we all love.
What a response.
Simple to open up, and Bests are the guy who's been causing him nothing but problems in this game. It's quite a statement to make to open up the T-side pistol.
Look at this fake out as well. While Arts had his number, Navi might be drawing Furia into a fake out bit with a re-smoke on the site. That's two smokes on a fake, and Furia have not been flustered. They have not fallen for it. Still two CTs, steadfast at B, moving no muscles. And a Molotov might give it all away. Navi now entering the bomb site, entering the stack, entering the fray.
Yuri waiting, dual Berettas, great place for them. The dually is only good for one, but it drops, sending the bomb tumbling. It's 3v2, Navi still a man up. Simple crossing out in the open, P250 looking for a kill, but now running out of ammo. Safe's tapped out, perfecto, Simple, one quick shot, and kscerato 1 HP. He needs this kill, and he needs it quick. He can't sustain a long fight here. kscerato's got to live up to his team's namesake. It's got to be quick, stealthy. All of that like a panther as he's around alongside. Bit just won't give him the fight. kscerato stalks his prey on the bomb. It's a stick. Bit runs at him and gets him off the bomb.
That's tense. That's scary. You might not always want to call it, but Bit finishes what he started with that kill. 1 health and no stick on this site. Navi now poised for a recovery on a T side. A half they've never shown us before has to happen here and now. Furia Force, why would you not try and flip the script early? It's happened so far in that previous map, both pistols. Will the Force Up find those results? Lots of util. Furia don't rush to use it. Navi lay their claim to middle. Smokes to reinforce this decision. Furia lose vision. And Navi wait.
It's swung off. It's going to throw the timings for a bit of a loop on this A play, and kscerato in the meantime has succeeded in cutting the head off the beast for Navi.
Go back.
They might have to go back here.
If they go quick, they've got it, right? Like, look at Electronic. He's already clearing out B. It's smoked off right now, but it's fading. His chance is open. The doors beckon him into the B site, but the 50-50 angle is not of his liking. A re-smoke at A. It's a failed re-smoke, I'll give it that, but will Navi be tempted in, or will the Force Buy find its results? They are looking tamed right now, cautious, and maybe too much so. The clock could let them down.
Perfecto. Yeah, someone calm that across. Drop into the back of the site, tries his hand at the swing, gets the info that the bomb is still A-ward bound, but with Electronic out through Donut. This might be the recovery, safe down low, but gets out to keep the 2v2 dream alive. We're all born into it. Damage done, they're both low. Yuri, 1-1, but Bit will trade. Denies the pistol victory for Furia. They won't give it back the other way.
Back to back for Bit in the clutch as well. This is similar to the turnaround for Perfecto back on Nuke. He was a bottom performer. It was here in the first half. He's now won 2 clutches to keep Navi in this one, to deny the Force Buy that kscerato so desperately tried to enact. Navi now frothing at the mouth, and Furia baited in for the buy. Risk versus reward. Which will Furia find? A single rifle, donut side, flashed in for a fight, simple call, and he can't finish the kill. That was your chance, your opportunity. But now Navi again, take mid back. Furia really want to fight for it. They might even aggress to the cave side as well. Yuri's got the gun for that. Simple's going to try and flash his way back out of this dangerous box position. And the smoke spams net nothing for Furia. Their best option at an opener. Conceded.
This round more than most encapsulates the kind of IGL that Art is, the kind of style that he likes to play. Not averse to taking risks. But with that comes the chance of consequences. Now Furia, they put it all in to try to win this round here and now. And it's a good opener out of kscerato. That hero M4 prevails in the head-to-head.
Oh, they're set up really well for this as well. It's going to be an A split. You've got two players on the bomb site and this rifle included. This could come crumbling down for Navi right now, but they both swing and Navi win the engagements.
Side now conceded. You wouldn't be amiss to save here. Not at all what Furia were hoping for. And there's always that voice in the back of the head telling them to give it a look in, but Drop's already written it off. Safe's hoping he can grab the gun. But even that is pretty spooky. It's deep within enemy lines. Navi, they do so well to deal with that A-side setup. The kind of positions were perfect for Furia to put a stop to that one.
And I don't want to jump the gun. We're only 3 rounds into the half. It's been 4 spies for Furia put down by Navi. But if they were to pull this back, Harry, if they were to close this game, especially with how they did it in the previous map with that eco win, and then a 10-5 comeback on the T side of Ancient, what a way that would be to eliminate Furia from a third quarterfinal. Not just that, but it would put the naysayers to bed. The CT-sided tournament that we've all witnessed here in Rio, the comebacks of 12-3 on defensive halves, the banging on about the A1S and the 5-7, while justified, don't get me wrong, Navi could put that all to rest with what would be an incredible T side. And you can't count them out of that opportunity. Yet to drop around and yet to falter against the force. Any other game in the tournament, I would count them out of a T-side comeback of this magnitude. But Navi are sticking to their guns. Sat outside mid with another late take. Safe, the only man here to stop it. Navi do their due diligence. Molly close, clear it with flashes, red smoke, and a blanket of information thrown over Furia. They can't see a thing.
Options open. Something you've really got to love about Electronics calling is it feels like there's always another choice. There's always a backup plan, and in this round where you might have been poised to take mid and A early, you're able to swap it up on the fly. Gonna rejoin Electronic over here towards B. Furia 3 strong on this side of the map, and with this smoke still in play for Drop, ready to go in at the 30-second mark, that could make life dire for Navi. They kind of have to go through this. The alarm bells are going off now. They're starting to realize they might have bit off more than they can chew.
It's all this cave kill. They're not even going to go for it. Navi decide to bail back. They don't have this backup plan. They don't have a player or a piece in place. They've just got to run it right in dry. Again, Safe, they break through the deagle. Red kill, and Art alone trapped in. Needs to deny this bomb plant, but they're going to go in for the check. Back turn, and the bomb denied, but still allowed the second time. Simple can't cover. Big will respond, and the attempt is miraculous, but it's not enough.
That would have been some real sleight of hand to rob that round away. Instead, Navi deal with the threat right when they needed to.
Can you feel these 4 spies digging Furia's grave? We are yet to see a full rifle round. This is it.
Yeah, it's got to happen now. It's got to happen now. You're allowed to have the excuse of, getting it close in the first 4 spies, so you reinvest again. Then when you lose that one, you're just on the scuffed end of the money. Right, you took the risk, you made your choice. It comes up short, but now you have to deliver. This is where any championship team would. And so Furia have got to show they've got what it takes. If you give Navi the equalizer here and now, they start having their way with you, and you've got no leg to stand on at that point.
And Blade's only now pulling out the notes as well. The permission slips, the admission slips to the semi-finals. An open book, an open tournament for Navi if they can take down Furia here. Possibly the toughest task. kscerato pushed in main, not cleared. Almost a double kill, but almost will not cut it. Navi don't want to jump the gun. A 4-on-4 and re-smoked out. They cool off the util. Simple will not execute. Back to the late mid molly. And near infinite time for Navi to make their mark on middle. It's an area that Furia haven't given up, and well, it was Navi's way back into their CT side. Those late mid takes, those climbs up lane, that's what got that 5-round half right at the end, the bitter end. Or will it be Furia left with an awful taste in their mouth as Navi yet again dodge the stack and execute the sight?
Util going in, going over. Molly gonna burn out some Die Young. Brazilian barbecue over in main.
Oh, that smoke.
Tap on a while, but more where that came from. Safe drops the ball, and even more than that.
Okay.
Hero player needed to step up, and Safe showing that it can't be him.
Navi are anything but safe now. The ball has begun rolling. Can they put a stop to it? Orb saved, plenty of players alive. And even though Navi dodged the stack, Furia hold it back. 5 rounds from a third map in this quarterfinal. And this arena is erupting as we speak.
It's never over till it's over versus Navi. Furia can't get ahead of themselves.
Maybe they did last map.
Take your finger off the pulse for a moment, you'll end up a dead man.
They learned the hard way.
Navi slow it right down as they come back in with another rifle round. This time waiting to see if Simple can work that AWP early. Util over towards lane. Navi have got the control they were looking for.
Everywhere. They fake out B, but then they retake A main with some Die Young. The final smoke on A used. Drop and safes are too far out for now. Electronic just dodges cave death. And Furia almost realizing Arc was just about to rotate, but now they're going to know.
Yeah, Art is starting to make his way over. He's got the read. kscerato holding the line. There's one, but kscerato! Insane! Right when they needed him to put up numbers, he stands and delivers. Sends Navi packing, and it's back to the drawing board now. In all my years covering this game, Hugo, I never heard an arena erupt quite like that, and the game's not even over yet.
We're up top. We can feel the stage shaking. The stamping of this feet. The rumbling of thousands of Furia fans. And Navi crumbling in front of your very eyes. A mini comeback at the start of the half. Put to rest with back-to-back rounds from the Brazilians. On Navi running out of gas.
Man, in the Brazilian legends of old, Cold's era always talked about as one of the defining characters in that chapter of Counter-Strike. Well, kscerato was kind of touted as the guy that could fill those boots, that could be, that next generation star of Brazilian Counter-Strike. And yet Furia always fell short when it really mattered. Well, here, he's stepping up in spades.
Oh, absolutely. The 5th rated player of this event. the top clutcher of this event. Right now, giving Furia the goods that they so desperately desire and maybe even deserve. Navi, broke boys, bad boys. Deagle's out on the site, and kscerato mauls too. Odds behind the boxes. He's got support with no smokes down. A couple of Deags connect. The Glocks break through, but the bomb denied. You can't cash your checks here. Your money's no good. It's happening, Harry, whether you like it or not.
Suspend your disbelief. There might be magic in the air after all. Out in the middle, Navi, a last ditch attempt at the mid-play and bit knocked out of the round to open. Alarm bell's starting to go off as ground is gained over at B, and Simple, sick and tired of waiting around. He's sent back to the lobby. Safe deletes him. Molly going to slow down the cave play. Safe is solely responsible for this B bomb site. The weight of the world on his shoulders. Is that going to be too much to bear? Or will it craft a diamond?
One kill, that's all he needs. One kill, give it up, play that retake. They've got the util, they've got the numbers. Safe just needs the shot.
There it is. There's the third hat-trick in the round, but why stop there? He's moving in, hungry for more. Taken out. Perfecto throwing into the clutch, but his teammate's gone. 1v2, kscerato and Art, the two experienced boys to beat, and Perfecto's found the first.
He doesn't know.
They don't know about him. They don't know, and there he is! Arriving just a little late, but fashionably late, to Navi's funeral on Ancient.
Showing up in style, Harry, and no better time for it. Mirage is our final battleground. Furia will drag Navi, they're kicking and screaming. Unless we have a late resurgence in this T side, but it already felt insurmountable at the half. Navi gave us a moment of belief, but it's being stripped apart. kscerato and Yuri, these guys talked with Banks earlier. These guys said they were calm, they were confident, their hearts weren't racing, they weren't feeling the pressure, nothing to lose. Not favorites in the first place. But crowd favorites, that much is undoubtable. And when there's a will, there's a way. God, look at the nades!
God, the util roasted Navi. This round's basically over before it even begins. Electronic and Perfecto, the walking wounded, bitten. Some die young, are feeling the pressure to try and step up in this one, but the aggression from Drop has snatched a crucial man from the pile. Nades good, bit. Just gets away from it in time, but Ramp still owned by Furia. You've got to go back. You've got to retake this control.
What a ballsy play. Picking up nades at this late in the game, and Drop's now got to re-smoke for the ramp. Navi, the doors shut in their face. Bolted gate. And they've got to break their way through an insurmountable round that they should just save in, but no one wants to give up without a fight. Least of all Navi.
Earlier on we were saying it felt like there was always a backup plan for Navi. Electronic always planned for the worst case, had solutions to the problems that Furia would bring to the table. Well, this might be one that's even too much for Electronic, who's looked phenomenal since swapping onto the IGL role to cook up a solution too, because Safe, it's out of the frying pan into the fire. This AWP was not the only defense in a B. Drops been here the whole damn time. Map point for Furia. 1 round, 5 kills away from that third map of Mirage. And the run through this playoff still very much up for grabs. This was the start of the round. This was the way it all opened, and maybe the way it all comes undone.
And what a great way to see Simple shut out of this series, right? It was Art in that first map. He was dominating him 8-3 in that head-to-head from the captain of Furia. And now burning out Simple to start the second from last round. That's what it could be here. Furia want to make their mark. And Navi are left quaking in their boots. 5 straight rounds and 1 more. That's all it's going to take. How do you recover from this?
Unreal scenes, and the arena lit up, illuminated. 1 round away for Furia. Navi clutching at straws to try and stay alive on Ancient. Fast play into the A site. It's a good opener for Bit. There's no response out of Furia. They're a man down in a bad way. kscerato tries to be that man, tries to be that hero, but it's only a bit of damage. Still, the nade's going to flush out Electronic. This was a 3v5 when it began, and now this A play's far from certain. The bomb was dropped back in main earlier on, so Navi have got to go back, and kscerato won't let them do that.
Ducking and weaving their way out. Navi still need to reroute for that bomb. This rotation can get cut off.
Dude,
Simple's in a corner. Yuri has no idea, but he's not in a hurry. Bomb yet to be retrieved. Navi slow it down, and the pace change by payoff. Simple shuts him out. kscerato, we call in the clutch shot. The best of the event, the best in the server right now. And a 1v2 to end Navi's run on Ancient, to take us to 3.
Oh, Bit's so uncertain. Simple said, mate, I'm going through Donut. We got to play this one together. That's the only way we can beat him. It's a numbers game now. That's how you try take an edge versus kscerato, who just sits back, unfazed by the pressure, waiting in spawn. Molly gonna give it away. He knows that it's the A play now. For years, we've talked about his clutches. Well, now he's going to go for the throw out through CT. 2 back in the donut side, trying to play around the bomb. It's info for kscerato, but the second man is a nasty surprise. Smoke on the bomb makes things a little more interesting. Spam damage connects. Tap on it. Bit's moving in. They're spamming. Oh, he knows that someone's out in the open, but Bit discovers him. A missed jump sails him down the river. And Navi keep it in good standing. Well played between Bit and Simple to not get away from that one.
Yeah, Simple could have really jumped the gun on that flank as well in CT. He held there so long until the kills came to him. And the reroute to go back through Donut, in through T-spawn to get that bomb. Very dangerous. But it's a decision that saves Navi for at least 1 more round. That is the first rifle round win for Navi. The first. And Furia want to make it the last. Every other round has come off of 4 spies at the start of the half. Now Navi have to work harder than ever to find 5 straight into overtime. This would be a throw of monumental for Furia. You feel like there's no way They can let go now.
Oh, kscerato's sick and tired of waiting around and playing on their terms. Furia are taking space in this round, but Electronics ready for it. Fed the double opener for Furia. Sometimes it's the aggression, that signature move they go to, that can end up giving these games away. This cannot afford to be another example of that, and this is them trying to show just how much they've grown. A 3v3.
Not another 3v5 comeback. Furia fight for it, tooth and nail, claw and jaw. As Furia find a way to win this round, that could break Navi's morale going into a third map. Young looking for a gun, man. He's playing with a goddamn Glock. There's one on ramp, but he won't go for it. Perfecto's going to set him up. This is desperate, but they finally found another rifle. It's all worthwhile. Lean over from Art. He's made the move. He's made the read, and it's the right one. Navi's death warrant signed in this 3-on-3.
Smoke down, but Art's called a good defense here. Him and his AWP back to back, trying to hold on. It's a whiff spray, but he's still alive. And there's safe. The lightning strikes twice out from long. Oh, goes back in. Does give that kill over. Perfecto is wounded. One shot away from death. They've caged the animal inside of the B site. And with kscerato wrapping up through cave, Perfecto's on a timer. Every second counts. And there just isn't time. Surely, no blood. That's done it. Furia, a third map.
They say curiosity killed the cat. Well, right now, ferocity might take down the goats.
Catches of Navi. Or are we straight lucid on this one? Furia. Eyes on the prize. Let's get into Mirage. Navi with a T-side start and Furia. CT to open. They want to fight mid right away. Smoke down and in the way, and now Navi picking up the pace. Safe looking for faces, but can't find anything. In connector, it's bitten. Yuri going blow for blow. In the end, Navi come out ahead. They find another. Oh dear, kscerato will hold the line. Just gets out after taking one of the dome, but now he's got to go above and beyond here. It's him and Art in the 2 versus 3.
It's a goddamn bloodbath in the A site. There's a kit down in spawn, but Furia are far away from that pickup. Art catches the cross as Simple gets his head cut off, and that Molotov is a problem for Bit. He's got to move back, pinched into a corner. Art hunts him down. Perfecto, a shot from his demise, a shot from death. Can he survive? Tucked him back behind the boxes, buying time. Seconds remaining. He hits ahead, and he might silence this whole stadium with a few seconds to spare. Art runs him down, but I think the clock decides it.
It's so close. Everyone waits. Everyone waits. Got it. The last second defuse.
Chords cut, and it's not just our vocals. Rio roars. There is no better map to finish this series on a map where individuals can shine, where stars can show, where Simple will force by, whether it's right or wrong, into a Glock round. But he needs to stand tall like never before. First pick in mid, but he's dinked.
These are normally the moments where Simple is Mr. Dependable. Oh, something's looking to go his way. He's going to juggle the AK out of there. Thanks to his lucky stars, he's still alive. Furia, a man down. This has been how these rounds have gotten away from them. Absolutely. When that first kill is untraded, when they really try to stick to their guns, you don't have the resources, you don't have the manpower to get super aggressive anymore. And this is where Navi have often rid the wave, rode it all the way to success. Let's see if they can. Furia, unwavering, not budging. Waiting 2-2, beckoning Navi in.
And they will come. 30 seconds. A shot from Bit. Eviscerates Safe on the top. And now Yuri needs a multi-kill. They throw themselves at him round the corner. And Yuri decimates their opposition. 4 kills, 3 health. Simple shut down. And it's a Furia round.
This is Yuri's moment. What a sequence. Look at this.
It may only be pistols, Harry, 1 rifle in play, but these are the rounds that have flipped this series on its head. Non-converted pistols, force buys, eco wins. These are the ones that matter when the going gets tough.
When you go the full 30, these are the rounds you look back on, right? So Furia at least hold on there. Navi back in with guns again. Fast up short, but kscerato's got the info. Gets the spot off, drops off now, and repositions inside of the B site. Rotates, coming over. Bit, first man a frag, but suddenly Furia respond back. Drop, trying to hold on to the B site. Electronics up through the short side, but out on an island. He's cut down. Perfecto, 1v3, up and over into the B site, into the belly of the beast. And Furia are hungry.
Digested. Consumed by the stomach acid. Furia melt Navi in a 3rd round, and you'd be crazy to say you weren't believing. Energy harnessed, momentum building. Are Navi really gonna crumble in a game of this magnitude? In a momentous matchup? It's early in the map. But Furia are here to play all day. Dangerous angle for drop, but he can do exactly as his name suggests. Fall off after 1. There's the 1. There's the drop, and nade to follow. If Navi run his way, there's already 3 in the sight.
They might have to call this off. This is a pretty dire way for it to start, and that smoke in your face is only going to slow it down. Perfecto looking for a little gap. But he's been spotted, he's been dealt with. It's a complete and utter failure at the fast B. Every fight that you needed to win goes against you, so you've got to look elsewhere. And Simple, well, he has come up with the goods with that frag over in mid. It's still a ways to go before Navi have much riding on this round. Swing in a mid, kscerato keeps them in check, denies the mid-play, and then some! Hero round after hero round for Furia!
It's multi-kill madness, Harry. Yuri's done it. Kcerato's given us the goods. Art picked it up in the pistol. And if this many players are popping off with multi-kills, Navi are in for a world of hurt. It's Furia's world. Another buy for Navi, an attempt at least coming down early, but now it matters more than ever to stop this momentum from building. Double orb for Furia. throwing it out of the window.
Can't even imagine what this is starting to feel like, you know, Furia riding this high. For someone like Art, this must feel incredible that they're longing it out, that they're looking so good coming into the third. For the longest time, he was, you know, one of these doubted players, the kind of mad scientist behind Furia who shaped the identity of this team, but was also the one blamed for why they would fall off in playoffs. Well, that Furia style, it's a little more refined, a little classier this time around. They've grown, they've adapted, they've gotten better. Now Navi just looking for one round on the board, and Perfecto at least has started them the right way.
Minute on the clock, Bomb regrouping up top mid, and Drop even rushes that flank. Perfecto's throwing himself over the stairs to find a second. Navi have broken their way through, but Perfecto on a tear. It's a tear for Furia. Blinded eyes for Art sends him back into the B-bomb site, but executed from behind by Bit. Leaves kscerato in the wrong place. Navi finally break their way in to this map.
They want to try and hunt down kscerato. They want to try and knock this orb out of the picture. He wants to do everything he can to keep his hands on it, but they're already here. The enemies are at the gate on this one. kscerato won't survive the crossing. And so Navi, they don't just get there first, but they make it an expensive one for the opposition. That's a double orb knocked out of it for Furia.
Map 1 was us just giving credit to Electronic. Some incredible calls on T-side and Nuke, netted them a winning half. Netted them so many amazing rounds. Well, now he has got to dig deep. The new captain for Navi as of this year has to show us what he's here for. It's a loose map. It's one where your stars can be given freedom, where Simple can take his spawns. 5 pop-off rounds off the orb. But Electronic still needs to put the pieces of the puzzle in place, and not a piece missing. Flash in the face, Simple blind, missed shot, they chase him. But smoke down will allow his escape for now.
All right, Navi looking to go. But in case you can't tell, everyone still believes Furia's got this in the bag. 3 strong over at this A side of the map. That bomb toying with the idea of going back. Will decide to stick to their guns, looking like this A split going to come through the pipeline for Navi.
This could get awkward if Young doesn't perform here, because Simple close range AWPing against pistols can get very hairy. Yeah. They're relying on a flank and they're running out of time.
Yeah, this double mid setup's got to be lovely from Bit and Electronic, right? On top of that, you're dead on. Young's got to win this opener, or else Simple is alone with the bomb at ramp. Young lives up to his side of the bargain. Bit up through the connector. Yuri under Palace, helped out by kscerato, nice. But he can't survive much longer. Drop has to just write this one off. He's not a madman. He's going to let them get away with it.
It's that reposition for Safe. That is everything. That was a dry ramp hit. If Safe stays on ramp and gets that opening kill, that round can come crumbling down. The reposition back to default to fight Con with an orb. It leaves Furia in the mud. A very broken buy anyway from 5-7s to AWPs, and Navi managed to succeed. Bit. Beautiful con luck with Electronic, shreds them. And Furia save almost nothing. Great to see Bit with a hot start on a fantastic A map for the young aimer. 19 years himself. We talk about Drop. Bit must be in that conversation. Pinpoint precision on his rifle. And he started very cold on Ancient. Cannot afford to happen again. And Bit begins this map brilliantly for Navi.
Yeah, back when he first joined the team, Bit looked like a real X factor. It wasn't until you kind of saw a bit of a dip in the performance you really figured out just how valuable he is when he's feeling it. And so if we have Bit getting switched online here, we could have that second wind out of Navi. What?
Jesus.
Art's just two-tapped Young out of the round. Still, Navi poised to deal with this. Oh, how much can a USP really do here? He's mollied out. Burn under the palace, and this A-bomb site falls into enemy hands. Navi, they're good in this one.
That spot alone for electronic signaling that the vent was closed, opened up the site. They knew they had room. They knew it was a B stack. Navi get a plant. They spray the spawn. Simple lights him up with damage. Perfecto here to close it out. Drop picks up the pieces of his save, but even that molly goes under the balcony, not where he wanted it. Perfecto, that nade will end a round, or end a life at least, as Drop dies. And this is Furia falling like flies in a 2-on-3. Just looking for damage. One more kill would be nice. It would make it a good eco. For now, though, Navi giving away nothing, finding a third with ease. Any guns?
Ooh. Nothing at the end for kscerato. But right now, we're all furious, simps, son. Oh, that's a lovely little tap down the ramp.
You know, at the end of the day, no matter who wins, who loses.
Oh, it's delivered, hasn't it?
Yeah, we got a game. And I don't think Furia, even though they're still, in my eyes, not the favorite on a map like this, they are going to put up a fight. It is inevitable. But Navi have that tenure. They have those maps logged. Wins over the best in the world. Close losses to Cloud9 at this event. And some real series that feature this map as a mainstay of their pool this year alone. Navi are no strangers to the dusty roads of Mirage. But can tenure overwhelm this? That's yet to be answered.
Yeah, what hits harder? Passion or experience in this case? Furia have more than enough heart to win this, but Navi are the ones with the history. Out in the mid we go. Navi trying to take middle away. Furia, it's game, set, and match as they poise in middle, not to fight for the control, but to deal with the protocols once Navi have got mid. You're holding down damn near every little alleyway that becomes accessible once mid's been gained. The one gap is over here towards shore at the B site. And if Navi tee up towards this side of the map, then suddenly Drop is in very hot water. Lucky for him, Navi go lower first. Info flash from kscerato in window, won't find a thing. Gonna try his hand at it again. This time a smoke dropped for Yuri in the connector. Very easy does it on this mid-take. Navi, they've been lavish with the time they've dedicated to it. But it won't leave them with a lot when they actually set up to hit a bomb site. So things have got to go flawlessly here. No util for Furia other than this one Molotov on Art. It is in the right place. It's going to go into the connector now. Navi boosting into the window. They've left this one really down to the wire. We've got 20 seconds as the play's coming in. One kill in the right place at the right time from the right man. Could do it. Yuri drops the bomb. And even though he's gone after that kill, Electronics doing all he can. There's no winning the round. There's no recovering this one.
Yuri brings that fury. This guy does not relent, and what a time to step up. Him and kscerato have been the kings of this series for the Brazilian side. And the typical names that we expect on the top of the board for Navi, absent so far. Will they survive the tide of Rio? Yuri will not allow it. Not easily, at least. And you talk about riding that wave, Harry, that wave of energy the crowd is bringing. If Navi panic for a moment, they will drown in it. They have to swim to the shore. And they can feel themselves drifting.
Still, right now, the shore's within vision. Salvation's right there. If they win this, they're going to break the money of Furia, and suddenly Navi are right back in it. Pressure still there for Furia in a pretty big way, despite holding a lead. Paramount to recognize, in reality, they're one round away from having this go to an even odds game. Opener secured as Yuri spams the smoke. Navi trying to get out ramp, but they don't like what they see.
Yeah, it's a crazy opening kill for Yuri to find through the smoke. Bit wasn't even spraying at him, and that's a top performer. That's a guy cracking open these rounds for Navi. Dead early, 3 and now 1 in those opening duels. He dies first. Navi have to pick up where he left off. Flashes into mid, will find information for Furia, but it's down to the ramp crunch. Already Yuri starts strong again. This guy has put up a performance in this map already, and he's even done further damage to Sumda-young. Simple's not given a chance. If they swing, he will hit it. No! Sumda-young bails him out. Time ticking, Simple clicking, 3-on-3 into the A site.
Art's already here, so is kscerato, but you better hope that someone can deal with Simple, who carved over the top of the stairs. Quick flick to find Art. Knocks him out of the round. In the molly. This might be enough. 2v2, and it grinds to a bit of a hold plant. For Navi's tenuous, and the nade! Oh, it's brutalized them! Sumda-young dead! And kscerato nade and dreams to make it happen. A home run for the hometown heroes.
Despite Simple's best efforts, he hit those shots. He hit everything he had to, but he stumbles backwards into a Molotov, and Navi are so constricted, constrained to the default box. Furia unleash Hellfire. The utility to do it for a 6th. They hold their nerve.
For Navi, I can't imagine they've ever experienced anything like this. Everywhere they've ever played, it feels like there's been some corner of the stadium that was rooting for these guys, but not here. That much is for certain.
Perfecto said he wanted to be the villain. He wanted the crowd against him. Well, how do you like them apples now?
Navi, they don't want to let this get too far gone.
This is a recommit on A. So it looks like. Is that bomb really going to go up? They have no real estate there. They throw in mid-util late in the round. Bids coming out from under. This is an expectation. Miss smoke. Big mistake for Navi. At a paramount time. Gives Art that info to middle. They will flash him off for now. Navi are going for that recommit into A. Trying to hope that they've got the util out of Furia. It's not quite the case. There's still nades in play. Missed shot from the orb. Caught from the palace. Man down under. Got to dig their own grave. And Sumda-young and Electronic combined for entries apiece. 5-on-2. Furia flushed out. Down the bowl.
That is actually a very scary round from Navi, right? They kind of try to compose themselves a little bit heading into it. They have this belief that if they just nail down this exec, then they're going to be able to do it in spite of the numbers there, in spite of the Furia setup. And they don't just do it, they do it cleanly. There's barely a lick of damage done here to Navi. So that's like a real round to put you back in this game if you're Furia.
We want to talk worries for Furia. What we've already seen in a few of these rounds now, Safe's positioning has been absolutely out of the picture. Yeah. He has been pushed out with the AWP.
He's been great on the other map.
Right,
so
constantly changing position, caught out on the CT side. This is a CT side AWPer's dream. Safe should be performing, but he keeps getting caught out on CT.
Glad you've called attention to it, because now we have to keep an eye on it, right? We have to see if Safe can turn this around. He's had the AWP a handful of times now, and getting caught out here in this fashion, kind of similar to in rounds gone by, really. Now is not the time you want to emerge as the weak link, especially after not just matching up against Simple in this series, but far out exceeding him on the other two maps. Let's see if it's just a case of the jitters, if he's able to brush it off, because Simple certainly believes he's up to the task. Holding for this jump, that's not one you want to repeat. Drop gets the info at least, that's something for Furia.
Very hard shot. Even attempting it is optimistic. R gets flashed out under, but they don't peek with it. The flash comes far too early for the fight. And R just regains the angle. Why not? No fear in the round. He takes matters into his own hands, and if he flanks now, it frees up the entirety of the B-side defense to rotate out. They don't want to jump the gun. Art started to move forward. Smokes land over on A as Navi again blanket this bomb site. Again, it's the double dip. But Furia won't fall for it once more. They've moved everyone in.
Yeah, they're calling the bluff in Navi here. They've kept everyone over towards A. All in the right place, right time. Let's see if Furia can hold the line. They're starting to doubt themselves now. Kcerato's up and left, but the calls come in. You've got to come back. Oh, just looks away. It's a weird fight down in lower. Meanwhile, this A site thrown into chaos. Yuri responds with the opener, but his teammate's dead. Back of the site, drop with Infamus, and kscerato swinging at CT. This one's all over the place. Talk about made in the madness. Now's the time. Simple. There's a quick shot. Kcererato waits with bated breath. They don't know, but Simple makes it look easy. Quite a fashion to find the round. It's so chaotic.
What a save from Simple. What a save. I mean, that was going all over the place. To think that was a 5v5 in the A site with the smokes down in the middle of nowhere, and Navi don't know where to look. They're just getting thrown player through smoke after smoke, and Simple shuts them all out. The pressure really is on his shoulders, and while it's never been a problem before, it has been to start this series, not to finish it though. He's here for that finishing blow. Another opener from the aforementioned man after he closes the previous. And Furia, re-aggression on the ramp into a Mach 10. Not only the multi-kill potential, but even if they kill him, little to work with.
Oh dear, oh dear, into the meat grinder. Some die young, making money.
Shredded.
And Navi still showing that they're very much in this series.
Yeah, I'm glad we've had that. These last couple of rounds have been very reassuring. We wanted calls out of Electronic to bail Navi out. They've had some really nice double pump XX into A. The Furia have fallen for not once, but twice now. If they believed in their gut last time, they could have won it off of the stack, and now that only creates the conditioning. If Navi go back to early A smokes, do Furia want to believe it? Or will that be the time that Navi fake it and hit us with a B play?
That's the mind game, isn't it? That's the game within the game.
Oh!
Up in the top mid, Art tries getting involved early. The IGLs clash, but will Art survive the crossing back? He does, getting into that smoke. He's secured his path to safety in the round. Going back in for more. It's ballsy. It's a very Art decision here.
Yeah.
Leaving himself in a vulnerable position, but winning the gunfight makes it all worth it. High risk, high reward, and in this case, it's the latter. Now, Simple.
No!
That was almost on. Out through the balcony, Some Die Young leads the charge into the A play. Smoke's going down. There's a wrap through spawn.
Oh my!
Art's got to finish the job he started, and he will. That's the bomb getting away from Navi.
He wasn't even holding the flank. He was trying to leave. He was checking the T-spawn with 4 health. It's left a bomb on an island. Art won't hurry to find it. He allows Navi to pick it back up in full well knowing their smokes will fade by the time they attempt A again, and it allows the stack to stay stoic. Unwavering is Yuri, and recommitting into their inevitability is Navi. 2 on 5, picked apart, Simple low. There is no way out of this. Navi have to fight for it.
Oh, it's a full tag and finished off now. Some Die Young cut down.
What a play for Art, man. What an experience balanced play, not just to flank that bomb and drop it, but to give it up. A middle finger to Navi, take it. I've got the round already. And he drops bit again. This was the guy who started this T-side for Navi, and Art is ending it.
It has to be said, he's not just been brilliant in terms of the calling, his individual numbers have looked real pretty in this quarter-final. Art leading by example, kscerato, that's a good dink to open up this round. Young going into Art's lair. Lower tunnels belongs to this guy. And he won't even look to leave. Art is planting the Brazilian flag down in the lower tons.
And Navi, can they grip it? Can they pull it out? Or will it slip through their fingers yet again? Art is still oppressive, down under. Digging to the core of the earth. A massive fight, gotta flick back. Is there a flash? It doesn't seem like it. Art's in no hurry. He lets them out cat. We might see a B play after all. Shot in the legs, hop, hop, skip, jump. Electronic finally takes him. It's bit actually on top. Will stop the in-game leader. 4-on-4, up cat into B, desperate.
Missed timing shot for safe, and now Drop's got to be the one to deal with it. They're up close, they're right here. Oh, holds the line, but there is another man coming at him fast through. Drop drops the bomb. And now the alarm bells are going off, but Drop's unrelenting. He just won't give up.
What do you make of that?
Unbelievable scenes, Hugo.
The nade pull, that is a psychopathic play. To pull a nade when you know they're coming in for the trade, and still he makes it look pretty. From AK to Orb, drop, digs Navi a shallow grave. He ain't got time to dig 6 feet. Furia are running to the semi-finals.
Head on a swivel. He's fighting both top, mid, and lower tunnels. Only a matter of time. And now Simple responds. They've woke a vengeful god, and Simple out for blood in middle, scope with the orb.
I mean, they've been winning all half in middle. Navi have had this real estate the entire time. It's only the last 2 rounds with Art's obtrusiveness dropping down lower that Furia have even started to make their claim here. It finally bites them back. And now Navi, what's the plan of attack? 5-on-3, group should be a surefire round to finish this half with style. At the end of the day, 17 rounds, it's great for Navi. They'll take it, they need it. They can't drop the ball here.
Safe with the missed shot again, man. 2-11, having a bit of a rough go at it. This is his last go to see if he can recover right at the end of the half. Gonna need him to step up. 2 men down, missing the resources, missing the manpower. This would be the time for a hero to emerge. Gamble stack called, and Furia in the right side of the map.
Oh no.
Art knows they love these A plays. It's been the bread and butter of Navi. Well, he's here lying in wait ahead of time now. kscerato dead after 1. Drop can't hold on.
No way.
Safe left up in the clutch. Nails that first shot. Oh, but not any further. Bit puts a stop to it. And it's neck and neck in this 3rd and final map. Navi and Furia rages on.
Has been a long time coming. 2 years of planning and waiting, and there will be tears at the end.
Win or lose, it's been an incredible game. Neck and neck into the third map. We either watch 15,000 dreams die all at once, or we see elation. One thing's for certain though, let's just enjoy the best fucking game of all time, shall we? Furia, T-side start, out towards this A side of the map. Molly gonna force some Young into the open, and now they look to cross. Towards A. Yuri on the receiving end of that. Electronic with a keen headshot to find him. Plant coming in the meantime. Damage done for Simple. It's an advantage siding with the Brazilians, siding with Navi rather. Furia are able to equalize. A big kill to find kscerato holding on. Now they look to move in. Flash goes high. kscerato blinded. Has to just tuck his teammates now. Trying to watch the cross, and kscerato keeps nailing shot. That's more like it.
A full house from the young gun and the experienced player of Brazil. Furia find a pistol round in their pocket, and Navi quake in their boots. That is one way in. Navi were poised perfectly. Simple jumped the gun on his CT fight. Not set up with flashbangs. Navi can feel it slipping, and in this round it certainly will. Furia ferociously fight their way through, and Navi have nothing to offer in terms of their buy. Bit drops in. Oh, he catches a player. Sideline though. Electronic the same, and the cover is there. The Brotherhood of Furia fighting tooth and nail, trading every kill, allowing no way back into this round. It's 10 digits, and 6 will do it to deck the king of Counter-Strike and his merry men.
And how poetic would this be? Furia, they've been on the grind. They constantly fell short in playoffs. Able to get here, but never able to stand the test of time. Well, that might be about to change now. Safe opens the round. Traded by Electronic, sure. kscerato fast out through the apartments, maybe a little deeper than they're ready for as he gets behind the van. Perfecto sees that util going over, should know that there's a man here, tries to get in behind the bench, but is tagged up through that smoke. kscerato waiting for them to cross. He invites them to try and get to the bench, and they will make it. Bit deals with him. Furia grind to a very awkward halt. The idea of getting out of apartments seemed like a sound one with the real estate they had on kscerato, but it's come to an abrupt halt here. Drop desperately looking for a way back in. Gonna try and probe the site now, gonna try and move in. Takes this initial fight. Perfecto sees him on the jiggle. Drop. Sees the head but can't find the kill, and with Bit just playing a patient game here inside of the site, he shut up the drop on the aforementioned man. Closing the gap now. Flash goes in. It's a good flashbang. Drop wins the first fight, but that's when Bit pounces. They never knew about him. Oh God! Electronics naded him out of the round. That can't be a decision they come to regret, and it's not, thankfully.
Jesus. We have not seen a round pace like that in this map. Navi were not rushing sites like that. Furia stayed true to their style. But that slowdown for Navi, that double smoke all put in the bomb site, no time to even use it in the apartments. They get stuck in and wait for Furia to fall and commit. That they do. 8 rounds now to Navi. A chance of redemption when no one thought possible. They said the same with Nuke. It was set up for Furia, and Navi saved the day. They can do so yet again. Bit here to stop this B-rush. Perfecto ahead of the smokes. Furia running and gunning yet again. They go 1 for 1, but these flashes blind both sides, and Bit needs a surprise from the short side. Simple helps. Bit firing off, out of ammo. They're getting deeper.
Navi are all here knocking on the door of this B-bomb site. Drop is an unknown entity, super deep within the site, and they shouldn't know, but Electronic goes looking, goes hunting and checks the close angle. kscerato and Yuri a bullet away from certain death. This looks to be a done deal for Navi. If they just hold their ground here, it's going to be real rough for Furia to get back in. kscerato knocked out a bit, and Yuri, might just have to admit defeat on this one. These B rotates out of Navi have been fierce, I'll tell you that much. It feels like Electronic's got a very good read on how Furia were hoping to play this T side.
Yeah, you have to admire the attempt, right? Back-to-back B rushes, just trying to play the momentum game, trying to break their way through early in the half. If they win them, they shatter Navi's money, they shatter their confidence. They probably end this entire series. But Navi throw another spanner in the works, stand tall, and continue to try and break hearts to be that championship team we know them to be.
One thing I am super nervous about is saving the Galil armor here. That's going to hamstring you into a bye, and we've already seen how, you know, the money management can be the death of Furia. It's led to their demise before.
It wouldn't be the first time, but it might be the last. If Navi have their way. Still waiting for the late activation of Simple. Gone a bit quiet at the start of this half yet again. And the reason we bring it up so much is because this is the guy, this is the one reliable piece of Navi, the one player who you can always expect to see at the top of the server. An average performance in a game that matters most. Furia don't bite the bullet though, Harry. They allow Yuri to take a back seat. Pistols round this one saved rifle gives Furia more room to move later in the map.
It's still going to throw the money into a weird place, man. It still makes me concerned just knowing how kind of misreading the forces has been the death of Furia many a time. And this, I feel like, only tempts you to do that. Sure, not in this round now, but down the line. If Navi start to come back into this one, you will face scenarios where it's all a bit all over the place for Furia. Navi very cognizant that mid was the aim of the game here. They're all grouped to deal with it.
Oh, this is a dangerous pick. They're going to try and walk together. Oh, it's ink onto both sides of the equation. Electronic closes the gap. Catches drop right below and running away. Drags him into Simple. He will drag them to hell with him. Flashed out. Electronic remains in the connector. Simple now waits for him. They swap sides to the same success. Art falls. Simple aggresses. And he's going to catch them with their pants down in middle. Navi 5 alive at the end of that force buy, or rather eco for Furia. And now we're going to look to a buy round, but as you said, money problems, one player lacking. The rest have to pick up that slack.
As you're coming back into this one, this is where, you know, Navi, they start to almost feed off of, you know, preying on Furia's downfall, as it were. This is the villain arc they said they were so keen to take up. And it could come to fruition before our very eyes.
If Navi steal this series away with how dominant HM was, with almost, you know, dropping the ball back on Nuke, relying on 5-7s, and with a comeback here off the back of Furia taking that pistol and that momentum into their T side, what a win that would be for Navi. And what a devastating loss for Furia.
Yeah, if you want to lay all your cards on the table, you'd say, well, this is it, you know? It's a pretty quiet, simple performance by all standards. The usual suspects aren't really showing up for Navi. If you can't do it now, when were you ever meant to do it?
Same with Sepa Cloud9, eliminated yesterday. An open field, Furia came to play ball.
I do like this from Furia, though. Art's changed it up a little bit in this one, right? There's a bit more mobility to this T side right now. I think one of the big problems is that thus far, it's felt kind of one note, kind of flat. Wherever you see the first player is where you're going to see the next 4. This time, they're throwing a bit of trickery in. hoping that this util over towards B is going to force a rotate out of Navi, as many previous rounds have. But because nothing else other than that smoke rains out from kscerato in the apartments, Navi call their bluff. They keep bodies over towards A, so Drop's going to put him in bags.
Electronic flashed in, Bit fires out from under, and he does get a kill. Young rather stealing it with a swing. Out of ammo, Bit's still trapped in. They don't have a Molotov for his position. He buys time with a smoke, and it's time Furia don't have. They can't afford to waste. Up through the connector, caught by perfecto. kscerato slips the net. No one knows. As the cool killer comes in to backstab Navi.
Oh, I don't think perfecto saw that. It was close. Oh, they're aware. Still, he's going to beat Bit in the head down at 1 HP, the difference. Back in CT spawn. Young spammed out. Perfecto's got to do it alone. Up through the connector, looking for a way back in. Everyone's wounded on the other side. Not out of the realms of possibility. But kscerato on this wrap round, holding him from window, gives that fight over. That can't afford to be the kill that tempts him in, and it won't be. Perfecto writes it off. Furia break the silence.
And maybe break the sound barrier as well. They will with 5 more, no doubt about it. Well, the going's still good. Navi have to get going on this CT side. 3 in a row broken. But this save was the right call. Up by 1. And solid anchoring for Navi, like you put it wisely. They did not fall for that fake. That one smoke play into the B site. Simple even had lower, clearing the underpass rotation. And while Navi's anchor is going to kill a piece, it's still Furia to break their way through. Anyone's game here on Mirage. Perfecto starting to activate late as well. We saw the same on Nuke. A dismal start to that game, but a rock-solid CT defense. And now Navi need it now more than ever.
I gotta say, for Furia, it is very, very cool how for the longest time it felt like since that departure of Henny, this squad struggled to replicate the successes they were having, to, rebuild that hype that we used to have. It's been a long while since he was in the server for him now. And when Drop first moved in, a lot of people would doubt as if this was the solution. Well, right now he's up there alongside Yuri and kscerato making this game happen. Can he keep it up? He's been one of the hero figures here, and he's the first man out at ramp trying to get this A play started.
Oh, they saw him over the smoke.
Looking for a way in, tries his hand at a chance bit of spam, but it's Drop trying to make waves inside of the site. Young gets out of there, goes with the flow back in a sport. Nade going in, Bit dispatching a Drop. The numbers starting to swap back the other way. Navi once again here with these very, very fast rotates, and now that the smokes have faded, there's no illusion, there's no cover. You're going into the waiting guns, hoping that you can win these fights. They will win 2 of them. Battling this round back over in mid, electronic. Oh, timing! Just times away, and a route's been opened into this round after all. Furia still in with a chance.
And Perfecto's made the call. He's tried to make the read. While kscerato is a clutch, and Perfecto's known to do the same. He won't step too far. He won't go to B. He remains in the right site with success in his mind. Perfecto must perfect this round. 20 seconds out from the palace. He looks back, a flick, a chance, and safe saves the day. 3 kills from the struggling Orpa. The rifle comes to life and keeps Furia alive.
This third map looked like it was going to go 1 or 2 ways for Safe. Either it's remembered it's one, or he wins the one round he has to tip the scales in favor of Furia.
It doesn't matter.
One where he goes quiet and never even gets to play. And he wants it to be the former. That is a big round from someone who has been silent all map. And it's tipped the scales, it's turned the tide. Just pistols for Navi as they're broke.
It's not just the in-game money, it's the mindset as well. He remembers what he can achieve, and he saves Furia from devastation in a 1v1. Furia foaming, frothing at the mouth. Rabid at ramp. Here to end another round, and it's one that Navi have no business being involved in. Double drop. Oh, Will Ford. The pistol's flying too.
This happened back on Nuke. It can't happen again. Furia need the hero and drop. He's trying to be that guy. There we go. Forged in the fires of Furia Academy, and now perfectly right come land time. Drop with 3. Simple back in spawn. Quick tap, but dead. 2 drop.
The future of Counter-Strike is bright. And it's not just the young players.
It's so crazy, man. As mentioned, when Drop was brought in, a lot of people thought it was a short-term deal. It was a plug and play just to hold the place, to keep the seat warm. Oh, well, he's doing more than that now. This guy, really, alongside legends of the game, he's the one that we're talking about. He's the one that, as this third map has raged on, has really risen to the occasion.
Yeah, and the rookie on the other side, right? Back in that T-half, it was Bit's brilliance that baffled his furious foes, but right now, even younger, but even more ready. Drop is setting Furia up for success, setting them up for a semi-final. Navi, a requirement is this round, or playing for overtime they shall. You don't want to be there. It let them down on Ancient. Another A attack, Furia throws smokes, and they run right out ramp.
You can't hear a thing right now. Navi trying to stop this one, trying to stop the drop. Oh, they've whittled him down, they've poked the bear, but now he's angry. Simple back in CT, scope posted with the orb. Don't often miss these, don't often get the wrong read in these spots. This Simple, but drops on the angle. They're doubled up here, they want to try and trade this. Drop, not even needing the help. Nails Simple, but is dead after his one. kscerato now being called for, now being asked to hold the line again in this clutch. This will be another must-win round from the bottom-performing player of Furia. Over the stairs, over the top, perfecto spams him out.
And that's what he's known for. That's the late game. Oh, he's lost it! No kids! No kids! Navi fumbled the bag! Divine intervention in Rio. Furia's redemption. The semi-final rears its head as Navi's is cut off.
Oh, you said it's what he's known for. This is not what he wants to be his memory in Rio, but he doesn't have a choice.
And that's another clutch for Safe. Just staying alive, just buying time. Sometimes it's not the fights you take, but the fights you don't. Ferocious again.
That's it, Navi are all in up against 14. If they don't win this round, it's done.
Oh, a second earlier, Simple would have found a 5-on-4. But these openers have all come up in favor of Furia on the T side. A solo B play. Electronic has slipped right by them by accident. It's only perfecto. He needs help. And there's no one to save him. There's not even someone to bury the body.
It's vintage art. He's in your spawn before you've even left it. Drops alongside him, fighting every step of the way. Safe reaches double digits and Furia on to 15.
It's meant to be. Forged in the fires of Brazil and eviscerating major champions on the other side. Back-to-back grand finals for Navi. No longer. Not if Furia can find just one more.
Can you feel it?
Navi wanted.
Is this really happening? If Furia win this, this might be the beginning of something bigger for the new generation Brazilian team. Someone that we can all get behind.
And they make Navi stew in it. Another timeout. Catch your breath, folks.
They're savoring the moment. They're figuring out how to take this one home. And as a cardboard cutout of the old legend watches on, the guys up on stage, they're solid gold.
Fallen warp so Furia could run. And Art sprinted every step of the way. This is a major of madness, a major made for Furia, and one round makes them the favorites.
The furthest this squad's been able to get through the majors as well. Everything's on the line here. Furia, 5 kills is all they need. Drop top fragging. He went to the Furia Academy, all right, and now he'll teach you a thing or two about this game. Art going to try and take this first fight. Clash of the IGLs over in Connector, and Art wins it. Electronic, the first domino to fall. Simple might trade it back, and that will hush the crowd up for just a moment. Still believe in Furia. Undeterred. Have their sights set on middle and safe. Quiet all the way till the very end. Now roaring to life. 2 more kills for Furia, and they've seen this man at shore.
This is it. You're never going to get a better opportunity. And Furia grasp it with 10 fingers, both hands. A major semi-final in the palm of